What is going on, everybody? It is Thursday night, so it's time to kick it with myself and Todd as we enjoy some beers and talk about some of the happenings over the last week. If there were any happenings at all that took place last week, not too much on the beer news front. This week, a little light as well, but you know what? I don't care because it's almost a weekend and I got a 3-day weekend. So I'm happy about that, people. I'm happy about that for sure. But hopefully you guys are having a great Thursday night out there. Todd, how you feeling, brother?
Doing good. Sitting here watching my Hoosiers play the in-state rival Purdue. Ready to drink a beer or two and looking forward for the weekend. Supposed to be off Monday as well, but as I was telling you before, we are working Monday, so
yeah.
But we'll take that double time and a half. Wasn't mandatory. It was asked if you wanted to, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not?
It could be a beer or two or three or four or however many you want to enjoy tonight. So some people might have a 3-day weekend starting tomorrow, so they may be off already. So
yeah, true.
For them, they're about to turn it up. Turn it up! Shout out to the people there in the chat as well. So get ready to kick it in gear. We got Vanessa was actually in the house first, said hi. So cheers. Vanessa gets in early, then she leaves and she comes back. So I'm not sure if she's still there right now. We got Daryl in the house. Cheers, homie. Good to see you. Happy Thursday to you.
What's up, Daryl?
Got Tremaine in the house with Good Rod and Todd and Kitty. Well, Shannon's not here tonight. What's going on, Tremaine? But we'll try to keep it all entertained, even though we don't have her tonight. She just popped in a second ago before we went live, but she's going down to watch a little Game of Thrones, even though she's seen it how many times, Todd?
I think this maybe is her third time starting it again. I'm not sure. I can't keep up with it at this point.
People just love that show. I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it? Are you guys big Game of Thrones people? Were you disappointed at the end? I know my wife was disappointed at the end. She did not like how it ended, but seemed to be kind of rushed there from what I heard and what she told me. Tremaine says, shout out to Daryl as well. Daryl back to Tremaine's. Nice. And we got Craig in the house over there in England. Cheers, brother. Good to see you. If you guys don't know Kemp Beer Reviews, make sure you check him out. He's got some great stuff happening on his channel as well. Always nice to see Craig in the house. So I'm going to actually crack open a beer, I guess. I don't know. I got like 4 beers that are sitting here right now. But I think I'm going with a German beer, which I don't know if I put this review up on the channel yet. I did review it. This is actually one the wife picked up over at Aldi. The furnace beer. So it's a little bit of a lager. So start out the night with a lager. I don't do a lot of lagers usually on the channel, although I like Baltic Porters and I like some of the other ones, but I'm trying to do more lagers as well. So I'll have a review on this upcoming, but a nice, clean, crisp beer for sure. I don't know what you got over there, what you're about to crack open if you haven't cracked it open.
This is another one I picked up at the same time. I had one, I guess it was Saturday when we did our question thing from Humble Forager Brewery out of Wisconsin, I believe. Let's see, does it say? It says somewhere else, but this one was contract brewed for some reason. Brewed by Fair State Brewing Cooperative, St. Paul, Minnesota. So the last one I had at this one, I don't remember it being a contract brew. But anyway, this one is called Sugar Shack Diaries. The can art for their beers have been pretty cool.
Yeah, can art is pretty decent on it. Looks like something you would see like on a little book or something. Pretty good artwork.
This is it's a maple mocha stout, maple syrup, vanilla beans, cocoa nibs, and coffee beans. So sounds pretty interesting. And it comes in at, and this is a lightweight one to start out again, as I always do. Let's see, 12% ABV.
Oh, good little starter.
Yeah. You know.
I would say cocoa nibs, not cacao nibs, but cocoa nibs. Because there are 2 different things that they have there. Yeah, I'm drinking a little bit lighter tonight. This is what was the ABV? 4.9% ABV. So not expecting a lot from the bottle.
Is there an actual difference, cocoa and cacao in flavor?
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between it. The cacao's a little bit more chocolatey. The cocoa is chocolate, but you think of cocoa is more like hot cocoa, like versus chocolate. It's got a little bit more of that kind of flavor to it.
So
Maybe
COA
like
is
more milk chocolate versus more of a baker's type chocolate, I
Okay.
guess. Might be a way.
I was thinking there might have been, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah. But nibs are good. So
Nothing wrong with a little nibs.
pass me some of those nibs. Let's see what else we got in the house here. Cheers to Craig from Daryl as well. I got Ron in the house live from Cincinnati. It's Rob J. What's going on, Ron? Cheers, my friend. I'm sure Ron's got his hams out there tonight that he's actually enjoying. Cheers, Daryl. We got JV in the house. What is going on, Jeremy? Cheers, my friend.
Jeremy?
Gilbert's in the house. Cheers, Gilbert. Good to see you.
What's up,
You know,
Gilbert?
Gilbert's drinking some good stuff as well. And if you guys are drinking, let us know what you're drinking out there. Share it out with us. We'll share what we're doing here. As we get
Definitely
into
smell the coffee on this for sure.
Yeah.
This just
You
jumps
get the
out of
alcohol.
glass.
You get the alcohol out of it.
I don't smell any alcohol out of it yet. Let's see what the taste will be, but definitely some. The coffee is definitely the main star on the smell for sure. We'll see. And yeah, maybe a little bit of the maple syrup. I was trying to figure out what that was. I forgot that's what it said it was. Kind of get that sweetness of the maple syrup on the nose for sure. See what it tastes like. Oh, that's good.
I can tell by the little pause there.
Smooth, pretty smooth for 12%. Like it's not
You're not tasting the alcohol?
a big alcohol presence. Maybe just a
Yeah.
little. Now I've swallowed it a little bit in the background, but not a ton. Definitely get the cocoa nibs. And definitely get the coffee for sure. Hints of vanilla, not as much as I was hoping it would be. And definitely get some of that kind of as it goes down on the back end, settling on the back of the tongue. You definitely get that maple syrup feel to it. It will be the sweetness. But it's not overpowering. It's a good it's a good blend. 2 for 2 on this brewery for sure. Because the last one I had was the other night was really good. I think they only sold these in 2-pack, 2 cans.
Oh, the 2 cans.
It wasn't like how they have the little plastic carrier thing or whatever they have now.
Yeah.
It was just a 2 deal. It wasn't like a 4. They only sold you 2 or whatever. They were just. I don't know if that's the way they come or that's just the way they sold them or that's the first time I've ever seen. Not really ever, but that's the first time I've ever seen this liquor store that I get them from or go to actually have those like that. So
yeah, when I got the Kentucky Lightnings, those were a 2 can. And I've seen a couple other ones like over at Jungle Gyms. I want to say there might have been a Clown Shoes that was a 2 can type thing, and a couple other ones over there. So it's becoming common for some of the bigger beers to just do it a 2 can. Most people aren't going to do a 4-pack of a 12% beer anyway.
right.
So a 2 can might be enough for that, and then they're going to drink it and they're going to worry about drinking it later or something that usually, unless they're sharing it with people. So
Yeah, it's definitely a good one for sure. Probably not one I want to pound away or anything. Not tonight anyway.
what time you got to get up?
Yeah. Yeah, be at work at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I got drive. I leave the house about 7:15. So
Yeah. I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and she was telling me she was hungover. They drank last night. I said, that's one of the benefits of being at home. Like, no one's going to see you there. So it's kind of like, yeah. She was just waiting for 5 o'clock to hit so badly so she can go back to bed. But yeah.
So you just pay your kid to sit there and just hit the button for you until you want to wake up. Hey, you want to earn some quick money? How about you sit on the computer for an hour or so?
Oh, if it was only that easy.
Right.
Yeah. Daryl said cheers to Jeremy there. Jeremy, smash that like, of course. And then right up there in that top right corner, you can see the like being smashed. So make sure you definitely hit that smash button. Oh, shout out from Jeremy to everybody across the board there. Daryl said cheers. Gilbert, cheers back to JV. Thanks, Jeremy. Oh, we got You Do It in the House, a.k.a. Rigor. What is going on? Holy shit, it's those beer drinking live streamers. We're around once in a while. So, so what are you drinking tonight, my friend, up there in NJ, the big Jersey? Jim Beam, single barrel. Oh, nice. I almost cracked open. I got a Jim Beam back here, like it's the black label, I think, lager. I'm not lager, but we call it like 9-year type thing. However, it was distilled like a 9-year distill or something. I haven't cracked it open yet. Still get my whiskey terminology down.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not sure.
Going back to the Well Sons, Roachford 8 and Wild Turkey 101. I've had Wild Turkey 101, I think. I might not have had that like since college or something, I think about it. It's been a long, long time since I've had Wild Turkey.
We have a big bottle of Wild Turkey 101 that so my ex-sister-in-law used to, I don't know if she still does or not, work for Brown Foreman. I think her now husband might work for Brown Foreman. But anyway, she got sick and had breast cancer. And so Shannon went over there a few times and helped her, with dressings and different things, that she has a hard time doing on her own. And for doing that, he gave her a big bottle of Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah.
I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know. I haven't had it for a long time either.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I know we drank it in college, but I'm thinking maybe after that, it might have been out somewhere, a party or after hours type work thing, but it's definitely been a long time since I've had Wild Turkey. Daryl says, got to pick up more beer. You always got to have more beer. Got to pick it up.
Can't run out, man.
And Jeremy asked, what are you drinking again? Because you did make it sound so good.
It's called Sugar Shack Diaries from, what the hell? I can't even think of the name of the brewery. It's a new one. It just came to our distribution a couple weeks, probably 2 weeks ago. Humble Forager Brewery. And I think they're out of Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. But this one, for some reason, is a contract brew brewed by Fair State Brewing Cooperative out of St. Paul, Minnesota. And Jeremy, this one is maple mocha stout with maple syrup, vanilla beans, cocoa nibs, and coffee beans. And as it has sat and got a little warmer, I can definitely taste the maple a little more than the syrup a little more than it did. But it's not overly done like the French toast pastry stout that Collective Arts did. Man, that thing is so sweet.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that, but not. It's much better than that one. That one was just overly done. And you couldn't drink 4 ounces of it, and you'd had enough. But this one's good. I might try to go back and pick up another 2-pack of it. I got one more in the fridge, but
it definitely sounds pretty tasty. That's for sure.
Wanting to say 12%. They might have been. Oh, I can't remember what I paid for them now. It might have been $9.99 for 2 of them, but 12%. I don't know if that's good, terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, I guess.
How much was it, you said?
I'm thinking it was $9.99 for 2 of them.
No, not for that. That's not bad at all.
I have to double check.
Two 16-ounce cans?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not bad at all for that price. I mean, definitely.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, hell, a lot of them 16-ounce singles you're going to pay $6, maybe $7 for. So
yeah,
that's not bad. I could be off by a couple of dollars. It might have been $12.99. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, it's pretty damn good. Right, I'll try to pick you up one.
You were just like, take my money. I'll take it.
Here.
Yeah, I said I
want
was
more.
I didn't think I was actually going to be doing any more beer shopping yet because of what I loaded up more recently. Like right before the new year, the last Jungle Gyms type trip because I was over that way. But I may have to go out to Florence this weekend, and if I'm out in Florence, I may have to swing by Party Town and see what they got over there.
I don't know about you, but that always seems to happen on 3-day weekends. I'm not really sure why, but it gives you that extra day. So you're like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to buy some more beer.
Well, that gives you an extra day to definitely enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, out and about, you ever drive, you're like, is that a beer store? Let me pull in real quick. Let me see what they got. Like,
yeah,
you find some of these places that are out there. So always on the lookout.
Just calls your name.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Where have you been?
Yeah. I've been trying to put money back in my account after spending it here all last time. Tremaine's drinking a KBS Stout. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, Tremaine. We're going to talk about that. I don't do Founders.
That hasn't come up in a while.
It hasn't come up in a while. In fact, there was a post on Twitter. Founders, we can talk about Founders for a second. So Founders apparently has went on a blocking people type situation on Twitter because people were hitting Founders on some of the stuff going back, I think, some of the racial type stuff they were going through. And they started blocking people, which actually made it worse, right? It's kind of like if you're in school and the teacher's like, a kid says he's getting picked on. I'm thinking about when we were little kids or whatever. And the teacher said, don't pick on him. What's the other kids do? They usually go to pick on the kid. If your mom and your little brother alone, you can go pick on your little brother. It's like, and so when they did that, it made it worse because then everybody started going after Founders again and posting stuff. So they started blocking people. Like the latest tweet I had on them was kind of like they're out here like Chris Jericho. And I had a little list gift that he does. Like he made the list, like they're blocking people that are basically calling him out on it because they didn't know how to handle their racism issues. So but it's just
they were trying the Donald Trump approach, huh? And get banned.
I guess. Yeah.
And just get banned.
Get banned. They're just banning everybody, but yeah, I haven't had them so long, which is sad because I like the beers they used to do, but even on the channel here, I had one of the guys bring up, he was asking about that because he had actually pulled Founders off of his channel. And I was like, he's like, anybody comes to your channel, they see that. You're still like, I was like, I didn't think about it. But yeah, I don't even have any Founders videos listed right now on the channel. So, but we won't rehash that story, but it's out there still.
It's definitely unfortunate because that was easily top 5 or 3 breweries probably for me just because. Yeah. All the stuff that they make, even in distribution, was great. I thought,
Yeah. Now I see some of the stuff they got on the shelves, and it's just like looks good, but I just don't touch it. But that's the whole good thing about beer. We have so many different breweries out there now. Don't have to worry about dealing with Founders.
I mean, I've had some since all that, but it's not anything that I've bought.
Yeah.
It's been or I should take that back. It's stuff that I probably like some of the KBSs and the Backward Bastards that I just had sitting.
Yeah.
That bought pre all that, so it's like I got them. It's kind of like the Nike thing. Like you got them, why don't you wear them? Why are you burning them for? You already bought them. It's not like I'm gonna open those beers now and pour them down the drain just because. I mean, I bought it before that. And since then, I don't think I bought one. Since.
That question's come up in some of the beer groups I'm in, and they're like, "What do I do?" I'm kind of confused. Like, I was like, "You already bought it." It's like, you still drink it. You're not going to just dump it down the drain. It's not like, don't be one of those people that burns a jersey on their grill or whatever. I mean,
right.
they already got your money, so you might as well drink it. This is like, when it all happened, I had a few. I just didn't post anything on them, but I still went ahead and drank the ones I had. I might have been in the closet, like hiding, but I still drank it.
I had that discussion with my brother-in-law, Shannon's brother. He did that with his tennis shoes. I don't know if it was the Nikes or – yeah, I guess it was because that was what Kaepernick was with Nike.
With Nike, yeah.
When he was doing all that, right?
Yeah.
So I think after writing all that and all the kneeling and all that, and he was getting all bent out of shape about it, I think he took all his shoes and just gave them away. I'm like, you already bought them. You already paid for them. What are you doing? Now you have to go out and he's kind of a shoe whore or fanatic, I guess, because every time you see him, it's like, dude, why you just When'd you buy those shoes? I just got them a couple of days ago. I was like, you just got the other pair you had. Yeah, I got those last week. I'm like, he buys shoes all the time.
God.
So I was like, I can only imagine how many shoes he probably gave away or threw away. I don't know what he did with them. I think he gave them away, maybe to friends or whatever, donated them. I don't know. I was like, how many pairs of shoes do you have to buy now that you gave away pretty much your whole closet full of shoes?
He sounds like our friend Han Yolo. Han Yolo either has beer or shoes. That's like Han's channel, beer or shoes. I mean, he has a ton of them that he shares over there. But think about when LeBron was with the Cavaliers like the first time, and then he left, and all people got mad and started burning his stuff. Then he came back and won the championship. Then he got to buy new LeBron stuff because they got rid of the old LeBron stuff.
Right.
and the store said thank you. You know, it's like,
yeah. I mean, I'm sure LeBron's a thank you too, because I'm sure he gets a little bit of a cut out.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. So
like burn them all you want. I'll be back and then just buy more. I don't care.
You've already paid for it. It's yours. Why would you do that? Yeah.
Like, I guess I kind of I don't really understand it, but I get the concept of maybe the thought behind it, but it doesn't really the logic doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, okay, from this point, you don't want to go out and buy it anymore. That's fine. You know, it makes sense not to do that, but you already have it whatever the case is.
It's already in there. It's,
right.
You're good.
Like, I got all the founder stuff, I still got some of the founder stuff sitting downstairs, CBS, KBS, Backwards Bastards, whatever, that you can age for a while. It's like, I'm not going to dump them just because. Yeah. I mean, I bought those 3-4 years ago. I'm like, I'm gonna drink them now.
And at some point, I may come back to Founders. I just haven't felt they had done enough for what they had done. So, I don't count them all the way out. Yeah.
I'm still kind of always on the fence on, because I feel, didn't they pretty much get rid of everybody that was involved in that?
No, I mean, the key people were like basically the upper management of Founders there. So, like, it was it got up to like the owners and everything, I thought.
Okay.
But now they're under Mount San Miguel, the same company that owns Avery. But it's kind of like, there's something happened there. And then when the diversity chief, when she quit, and she blasted them and put out there everything they were doing, kind of.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's really what sunk them for a lot of people. And I feel like they're I don't know if they're trying to really make strides or they're just kind of trying to act like they're making strides, but they still have some issues, I think, that are taking place there. But, to me, they're like...
They didn't probably figure time heal things a little bit without having to go to too much extreme.
Well, they're like the Denny's, to me, like the Denny's in the 70s ran into some racial type issues. And people's out there, they do stuff, but then by the time the 90s came, people were eating at Denny's again, right? So it's like over time, and they did things to, make themselves better in the community for the most part, that people went back to Denny's, but it just takes time. I mean,
yeah.
And plus, knowing the person that was involved in it, for me, that weighs into it as well. But Gilbert loves the wild. I'm sorry, Daryl said he loves the wild turkey, and then Gilbert said always on his shelf. Always got to have your usual suspects. Got Hobo stop by. What is going on, Hobo? Cheers. Just a drive-by howdy fan. I have other Thursday obligations. Well, thanks for swinging in, brother. Good to see. If you don't know Hobo, check out his channel as well. Speaking of barbecue, we also got Puffin Stuff Barbecue. So Jimmy in the house, another great barbecue channel, which I need to catch up on Jimmy's videos, but he is really making some great things on the grill. Now that I got a grill again, I need to really watch Jimmy's stuff so I get some more grilling ideas and put some stuff together out there. And once it warms up, I'm going to maybe do some beer by the grill type videos and stuff too. So,
man, Purdue is shooting out their ass from 3-point line tonight.
What's their percentage right now?
They played Michigan State the other night and was 3 of 22 or something like that. Tonight they are 11 of 17.
That is a little bit better.
And we're 3 of 13. So, yeah, they've hard to win games when you giving up that many 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And not making any yourself. Yeah,
when someone shoots like that, that's tough to defend for sure.
Matt Painter at Purdue, he owns Archie Miller from Indiana right now. This will be their 8th straight win if they hang on, which I'm sure they will.
That's a name for the past. I haven't heard Matt Painter's name in a long time.
Hard to believe he's been there for 16 years now. It said at the start of the game.
We got Batter Skull Summit in the house. I think Batter, first time to the channel. So
welcome.
Appreciate you swinging in, my friend. Red Fork White Bison Moonshine. Not my usual at all, LOL. Can you ever go wrong with moonshine now? Yes. Because I wasn't a big fan of the pickle. The pickle moonshine was the only one I wasn't as huge a fan of. I eat the pickles because I do like pickles, but to sit there basically drinking and not even slightly alcoholic pickle juice. I mean, it was 30%. It was like I ended up pouring out the rest of the moonshine from the thing. Cherry, apple pie, all the other stuff. I'm good to go.
I'm not a pickle person, so that doesn't even sound good to me.
Would you do the pickle beer though from like Urban Artifact? People love that pickle beer.
The only thing I've had close to any pickle anything was back when Flat 12 was open.
That's the name I heard.
A couple years ago. They did a cucumber Kolsch.
Yeah.
And it was okay. I mean, again,
didn't you do the cucumber? Didn't you do the cucumber when we were at Braxton? Didn't you have the cucumber when we were there?
When it was the four of us?
Braxton Labs, yeah. Or was that just Eric that had that?
No, I don't remember having that. I think it might have just been him.
Okay, because he loved the cucumber whip beer, so that's the one we had there. So,
I wouldn't have bought it unless we just had it and sampled and tried it. And I don't remember having it. And I think he did. He did have that one. I remember he liked it though.
Yeah, he on the flight. We were too busy buying the big bottles of the high ABV stuff.
Yeah.
How much is that bottle? Okay, I'll take 2 of those.
I'll take the rest of what you got in this.
I hope she still works there because they've cut their hours a lot, but they have been opening back up here and there for sure.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but Emerson, what's up? What's up, Emerson? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. And for the grilling house, it's been a while. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're doing well Thursday. Hobo Army in the house. Yeah, Hobo was here for a bit. I don't know if Hobo's still hanging or if he took off already. Plenty of whiskey to get by. That's how you got to do it, Daryl. I've got some behind me as well. You can't see because I'm blocking it, but right back here, I don't know if Blake always gets it down so easy, but just under that beer sign, I've got like 5 or 6 bottles of some whiskey stuff. Nothing like Whiskey Scout and his stuff that he has, but I got enough stuff back there. Let's see, a Big Daddy Mojo in the house. Fried Buffalo Trace White Dog mash bill. It's the bourbon before his age. I love it. Oh, sweet. I'll have to keep an eye out for that one because obviously being there in Kentucky, definitely get the Buffalo Trace coming my way as well. So I'll definitely keep a lookout for that. Like I said, I just need to get more into some of the whiskeys just because I have so many around me as well.
You know, when it gets safe again and we're able to go, you know, and kind of not be too afraid to go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
We should go down to Bardstown or meet up in Bardstown. How far is that from you? Do you know?
What's Bardstown, like an hour from Louisville or something?
Yeah, it's probably probably an hour.
So it's probably about almost 2 hours, if that.
Oh, okay.
I'm about an hour 15 out. I mean, you came up here, so it's like hour 15 out of Louisville, really. So
it's about an hour and 45 minutes for well, not to your house, but to Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati got a little bit more, but for my house out of Louisville, we're like 75 miles. Yeah.
Well, also depend on traffic too.
Traffic and the speed you're driving.
Well,
so.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of factors in there.
A lot of factors. Although the worst part to drive is that part of 71 was like a 2-lane on both sides. It's like, how are you at freaking National Interstate and this is like just a 2-lane road on each side?
What I was gonna say is we ought to meet up down there and do some of the tours down there sometime. You know,
that would be
in the future. Okay, go to Four Roses and was it Jim Beam and I don't know, shit. There's a ton of them down there.
Oh, once we clear stuff up, do like a cabin type thing, grab bottles and have a big old fun time.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how far Bardstown is to Lexington. It might be another 45 minutes, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they got some good breweries going on down there too. But
I think the next thing I'm looking at, because we were talking about another trip, is either Asheville and getting a cabin down there so I can hit the breweries, or she wants to go down to the Gorge as well. So
those are both two places I've been talking about going, especially Asheville for sure. We went a couple years ago. Actually, we went to Bryson City, Tennessee, and Bryson City, North Carolina. I'm sorry, it's right there, kind of on the border, but it's only about 45 minutes from Asheville. Well, it's probably wasn't that far from Asheville. Yeah. And we stayed the weekend in Bryson City because my cousin lives up in Bloomington. Him and his wife used to stay there all the time. It was kind of like an old, early 1900s bank, and these people bought it and renovated it. And it's only like an 8-room hotel, like kind of almost like a bed and breakfast type thing. It's super nice, and kind of in the mountains or whatever, and it was cool. So on the way down that day, we drove the extra 40 minutes and went to Asheville and went to Wicked Weed and had lunch. And I was like, it's definitely a place I want to come back when we got, maybe for the weekend or something. But I'd like to go down to, you're talking about Red River Gorge?
Yeah, we're talking about Red River Gorge.
Yeah, I'd love to go down there.
Yeah. Which is weird, like, because I went to school in West Virginia and moved up here, but I've never went down there and, like, been all around different spots, but never went to that one, so.
Me either, and I've lived here my whole life. I've never been to Red River Gorge.
Yeah.
But it looked like it'd be a cool place to go and a lot of good scenery for sure.
Yeah. You remember back in the day, the old Reebok commercial they did when they got Reebok kind of got slammed for it, but it was on Red River Gorge. And it was back when they had the Reebok pumps and the guy jumped off the bridge.
It sounds
familiar. He bungeed off, but then it came back up and it was just his shoes. And Reebok, like, people got mad at Reebok and they were like, that's a terrible. I thought it was funny, like,
Yeah. But
he went down and the shoe held, but he didn't hold in the shoe.
In hindsight, though, that's probably was true to life because I don't know how many people every year die at River Gorge.
Oh yeah.
It's a big number of people like hiking and falling off the cliffs and stuff or whatever, or doing things they're not, going places they're not supposed to be going in the first place. And
well, you get people now doing selfies and stuff going over cliffs they're not supposed to do. Yeah. Like I said, you can't regulate stupidity. We all know that.
Well, that's true.
But Gilbert has said Wild Turkey 101 is a great bourbon, crack that bottle. So
I have to, Gilbert. I will have to for sure.
My homie, you do is drinking a pint of Cape May Brewing IPA. Very nice. That's like the second person I have this week. I think Alex was the beer he sent me on Instagram to show me was also Cape May Brewing. So when I'm back up in Jersey, may have to bring some of their stuff back too. And right now, I'm actually going to crack open the barrel aged Hennessy. Did you have this one? Is this the one you had?
I still have it.
The Irish whiskey barrel stout.
Yeah, if I knew you was gonna do that one, I could have cracked one open and could have done a little quick live
review. You got time. I mean, you want to get another one? Just pour another glass. I'll hold it. I'll do another one instead. I'm actually cheating. I didn't get separate glasses because I didn't feel like bringing up like 4 different glasses. So I'm going to actually crack open this one instead. The Lindemans Framboise Sour. So I'm going to crack that baby.
A good one too.
Yeah. But I'm going to use it in my shaker pint glass, which I'm not a fan of the shaker pint. I got a nice Lindemans glass. I don't know. I like to just put them on the shelf rather than actually drink out of them.
I will say on this beer here, the longer it has sat and the warmer it's gotten, the maple is definitely now the king of the show.
Yeah.
It's gotten sweeter. I would think for me on this one, maple. It's almost a little, no, I wouldn't say it's too much now, but it's still not over the top. It's gotten sweeter for sure as it sat. I think this one I would want to drink a little colder because I could get more of the other stuff out of it, which is weird.
Man, this is just like raspberry. I know Gilbert likes these as well, but these like this raspberry juice.
Hey, those are good.
Raspberries just climb out of it. It's like, am I drinking a beer right now? Am I drinking a beer? I don't even know. Is this a beer? Because it don't feel like it's a beer.
What are those, like 4% though? They're very light, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
3.5 or
Yeah, the
something.
lambic style is pretty light one. So this one here. I just don't see it on here. I know they put it on here. Look, I remember. I don't think I had to dig it up last time.
That was my thing when 450 North was going through all that with their slushies and the ABV stuff. I'm like, you're paying that kind of money for a lambic? I don't know if
Yeah.
it was I don't know if it was the thought of thinking you were getting an 8 or 10%er and only it turned out to be 3% they were getting so pissed about, or the fact that they really truly only were 3% or whatever at that time. Like,
Yeah, but they were
I'm
telling
paying
people.
that much money for them. I mean, I get it, but it's like a lot of those lambics are
This is
$8-9 $10 a bottle, and you're only 3-4%.
Yeah, this is 2.5% of this one.
Oh, 2.5. Okay,
Yeah.
less than I was thinking.
But with
That's
these,
a good one, though.
it's more about enjoying the flavor of it and everything.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the OG of them right there, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not looking to get lit with those. You just want to kick back and enjoy and have a nice, refreshing drink. Joe England in the house. I think Joe might be the first time here as well. So, welcome, Joe.
Welcome.
And Joe says I got Green Spot whiskey for Christmas. I haven't heard of that one. How you like that one there? Is that one a pretty decent one as well? Or anybody here with the whiskey guys like Gilbert? Vanessa's back, says hello. Cheers, Vanessa. Jimmy says hello as well. Blake's in the house. What is going on? Cheers, brother. Good to see you. If you guys don't know Blake TV, make sure you check out Blake TV. Blake's got the Friday Night Throwdown tomorrow night. So great guy, great fun. May or may not show up. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it's a good time when I do. So make sure you check him out as well. And for the grill, Blake TV. Throttle's in the house. What's going on, Throttle? Cheers, my friend. Throttle, there's a guy with a lot of whiskey knowledge for sure. So and Throttle started doing some more stuff on his channel, I believe. So you can check him out there too. Vanessa says, hey to Cuff. Throttle says, hey, Blake. Wild man. Blake is the wild man. He's tackling bears over there. That's from me. Said LOL Rod. Yeah, so we'll catch up.
I'm gonna run down real quick and make sure I still have one of those. I think I have 2 of them left.
From the innocent gun? Okay.
Yeah. I'll be right
All
back.
right. Well, Blake says cheers in for the girl and Throttle. JV said someone said that Founders got bought out by another company just recently. Yeah, that was actually last year. It's Mount San Miguel JV that actually owns them now. Same company that owns Avery Brewing. They're out of Spain, so they were the ones that actually had purchased them at the time. This is hello all. Tremaine says, hey. Cheers from Blake to everybody. Gilbert said, I walk by Founders anymore. Yeah, I do too. It's like I walk by but they've had some nice titles on the shelves. I'm just not buying them. And it's just like they are what they are. So JV says Todd needs a Rod J deal on the mic. I can barely hear him. I didn't realize he wasn't coming through. He sounded fine on my end. But what I can do, thanks to StreamYard now, I can actually turn him up for when he's back. So, yeah, whenever you guys hear something that sounds off, always let me know. And then when he gets back, he's actually
You can't hear me?
JV said you were sounding kind of low. So if he's not coming through now, let us know. But I just turned you up all the way on the StreamYard app.
Huh. Yeah, I can hear fine. That's weird.
Maybe you're moving back and forth or something. That's what it was. I don't know. Blake says, Eric, cheers, homie. Tremaine said this KBS is like a meal rod. So Phil and LOL. Yeah, I bet I've had KBS. So, which when I did drink Founders, actually, I just preferred the breakfast stout more than even KBS or CBS. I thought that was just a hyped up way for him to get extra dollars, and I thought breakfast stout was just as fine as it was. LOL JV.
The first time I had CBS, it was phenomenal, but it was at a beer festival.
Oh, was it?
And it was I think it was only this. They came out with it, and then it went away for a while, and then they came out with it again the second time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I actually had it. I didn't actually get it the very first time it was ever in bottles, but it was on, at the beer fest. And I think shortly after that, they started coming out with it every year. But ever since they've been, that it's come out every year, I don't think it's been nearly as good as when I had it at the beer fest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They may have changed the recipe or something. I don't think anything's been done by Mal San Miguel to mess with them, so it might have just been a changing of the recipe in some way on their part. But Throttle said, "Time for dinner and a beer. What are you eating and what are you drinking, my friend?" And Tremaine says hello to Blake. Cheers, Blake. Donald says a shoe horse. Hey to Blake TV and Davey and all in the chat from Ron. Hey, we got Wayne's beer delivery in the house. First time. Cheers, my friend.
Welcome.
Nice to see you on board here. Welcome. We're just kind of kicking it. We do this every Thursday night, 8:45 Eastern until we end up stopping, whatever time that may be, and talk about some beer, drink some beer, get into other stuff as well. Can't always say the train will stay on the tracks, but we do try. So
more so than when somebody else is here, and I will mention no names.
Yeah, but you may or may not live with that person now.
Possibility.
Yeah. But if you're new to the channel, everybody that's new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that button and the alarm bell. That way you are actually notified when we do these kind of things here and when I upload some of the videos. JB says cheers to Ron. Blake says cheers to Ron. Hey, Waynes. And Ron, are you drinking hams? You didn't ask. I don't know if you are drinking hams tonight. You may be drinking something else. Tremaine waves beer in the air. He's having a party over there. Hashtag the roof is on fire.
The roof.
Great thing about large feet, you definitely don't buy many shoes. Yeah, well, but depending. Nowadays they make bigger shoes, at least for sneakers for guys. They make it used to be, because I have a size 13. You didn't always find those at places, but now I go to places you can find up to size 15 for shoes regularly. So it's just people getting bigger. We got Moose Gal in the house. Cheers, Moose Gal. Good to see you. And if you guys haven't checked out Moose Gal, she's actually got her YouTube channel running now, so she started posting her first videos. So you can check her out over there as well. Jermaine laughing and LOL Vanessa, I have small feet. Yeah, you and Vanessa are tall and short of it, probably. Jermaine says, cheers, Moose. Alabama Slam, a wild turkey and 7-Up in a roast glass covered with a hand slap on a bar and throw it down. I used to make Alabama Slam when I used to bartend back in the day, and it wasn't wild turkey though. I thought it was Southern Comfort that we used. I haven't done it in so long now.
Alabama Slammer.
I actually picked up some Southern Comfort. I got that over there too, just for shits and giggles, so to speak. It was a special blend. You know what it was? I had a coupon from Kroger because you know about the deals. So Kroger gave me $3 off of Southern Comfort, and then when I got there, it was on sale. So I ended up paying $12.99 for a $7.50 bottle or whatever. I was like, that works. Vanessa was banned from the Denny's in Enfield, Connecticut for 20 years. Late 80s, Toys R Us banned me from their 24-hour store around the same time frame. What do you have in common that you got banned from Toys R Us and Denny's?
That's what I was just saying. I was like, wait a minute. What'd you do?
That had to be some funny stories behind that, I'm sure. Cheers, Moose. I looked at my work boot size the other day. Timberland Pro boot size 15. 15? Wow. Is that 15 ladies, though? I don't know if they have it separate for ladies and men for the boots like that. But for those of you that don't know, Vanessa's actually 6'3". And she wears stilettos at times, which makes her 6'9". And she's got a bullwhip. So, in other words, don't mess with Vanessa.
Yeah, don't.
Jermaine said, "Wow."
Mess with the bull, you'll get the horns.
Yeah, probably. She probably got those too. See, Vanessa likes the pickle moonshine. It just, for me, it wasn't there. I ate the pickles. The pickles were okay, but I mean, like I said, I'm a pickle fan, but the moonshine just didn't kick over for me nice. That's just what happens, Can't win all of them. Can't win all of them. Dee Dee's in the house. What is going on? Cheers, brother.
Dee?
Good to see you, my friend. We've actually been talking a little bit there over on the Twitter site. Make those bison stuffed burgers. I do want the bison stuffed burgers for sure, and we'll probably get those made at some point here as well too. But I did have the pickles with like some bacon and blue cheese stuffed burgers, and again, it was on the side there, but it just didn't hit for me. That's all. Moose said to Blake, nice to see him. Cheers to Dee Dee. BK, what flavor of pickles? Well, for the moonshine, they're like dill pickles. Hey, Todd from Earth 17. Dill pickles. Hey, Blake, how you doing? Jermaine, hello from Moose. Currently have 2 of the moonshine dill pickle jars. And I think you do have the old smoky ones as well, I believe. Again, it's just that's a good thing. We all like what we like, right? So nothing wrong with that. The emoji that Jermaine had there. Hey, Vanessa, hope all was good. Dee Dee said, hello, Dee. I think everybody's just so cordial. Everybody's saying hello. All fine here. Searching for a new place. Oh, you're moving to it. That's right. Last year you were talking about possibly moving, I believe, right? What'd you do?
Nothing. I was trying to see if there was a headphone jack on this thing, but I was going to go get one, but I don't see one.
Is that on the iPad?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. It's just the plug that you usually plug the power. You got to plug the headphones in.
Oh, that's true. These stupid ass Apple shit.
It's Apple, man. It's just Apple being different.
Dumbasses.
BK, I freaking love dill pickles. These dill pickles have a little bit of a moonshine kick. Smoky Mountain dill pickle, moonshine is yum. The pickles are extra yum.
Unless everybody can hear me all right now. I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, everybody, we can hear you now. I turned you up.
Oh, okay.
Dee Dee's any luck? I just like looking for a place to live and buying a car. Buying a car isn't really that bad. Buying a car used to be a pain in the butt, but now I go online, I check stuff out, and you can set it up ahead of time so you just go to the dealership and have it handled, basically. But I'm thinking of the next car I'm going to get, because I probably will get one at some point here. I had a buddy that used that Carvana that he really liked. Went on, did everything, and they deliver the car to you. They give you like a week or whatever to test it, and then if you like it, you keep it. If you don't, you can return it. And he said it was a real easy setup to do it that way.
Huh. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, because I need to do something. I'm going to keep the Mustang in the garage for a while until like summer or spring probably, and then get something else. But I don't go anywhere.
You going to keep it, or are you just going to get rid of it?
I'll probably keep it. I mean, it's a 2004. I mean, 3 more years will be a classic, but it just really doesn't really go anywhere. It kind of just sits there. It's only got like 105,000 miles on it, I think. Engine pretty much is solid. If I traded it in, they would give me maybe like 15.2 or something like that. So I might as well just keep it. And if I want to use it later, I'll use it.
That doesn't even sound right to say 2004 and it's going to be a classic.
Yeah, well, it's got to be the 20 years for it to get that classic.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, I know, but just thinking of like the time, like 2004, and it's going to be a classic. What? Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, and that one was the 40-year anniversary edition. It's the convertible with like the Mach 1000 stereo and all bunch of stuff on it. So it's pretty decent.
Look, you're on camera.
He's like, "Where's Shannon?"
Actually, this one, she kind of hangs with me for the most part. It seems.
Oh, does she?
Actually, got her for Shannon's birthday.
Yeah.
As a not really a replacement dog, but the first dog that we ever had when she passed away.
Yeah.
So went and got this one. She ended up turning out to be a mutt. Wasn't even anything that she was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But she's a good dog. Other than she yaps, she barks at the stupidest things. But outside of that, she's good. She's so small though. She fits through our fence, so she doesn't ever go outside. We just use. From day one, she's always used the puppy pads, so now we just use puppy pads. She's like a damn cat, for the most part, except for we don't have a litter box.
Well, you always have to worry about the little dogs because they bark a good amount of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but we let her out and she can squeeze right through the fence, so we don't ever let her out much anymore, which kind of sucks for her, I guess. But it's also easy because she just goes on a pad and rarely makes a mess anywhere else. So
yeah.
Like, damn, we should train all our dogs to do that.
But Tremaine was saying the Moonshine Pickles with a good burger. Yeah. Not bad to have it with them.
No.
3 apps in and no callbacks. Many are claiming we are one of many apps. I hardly doubt that, though. It's kind of interesting because I know that there's some struggles taking place, and it might be a fallout with the Corona type stuff, I guess. Like some of the landlords are getting people in a campaign, and some of them afraid to maybe rent out because of stuff. So,
well, that could be, but I can tell you right now, around here, there's no slowdown in buying and selling houses. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And actually, our neighbor
market here is crazy.
Our neighbor, he actually owns his own business, building houses. He said he just bought a, 260 acre lot in Kentucky. Kind of almost, it's closer to you than it is to here. It's, I think it's out somewhere close to the Speedway.
So after you do the 71-75 split, it's like down towards Glencoe or whatever.
It might be before the split. He says about 60 miles from here.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of farmland out there, so I'm sure he probably did scoop some up.
But anyway, he said people, real estate agents were knocking on his door wanting to know when he was going to start construction on it. I guess he's had the land for a little while, but he's held off because of this past year. He hadn't started yet.
Right.
But he was telling me last night, he's like, well, we finally just started bulldozing the entrance way for it and getting ready to start clearing and building. So, because he's had so much demand from real estate agents wanting to know when he was going to start building out there.
Yeah, so he's going to build it and sell the land out and stuff, or rent it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he just basically just builds them from the ground up and sells them. I don't know how that all works when you're the actual builder, but
yeah, we get that like that around Dry Ridge and Crittenden. Some people that do that as well. So,
but he said they're going to be in about the 400 plus range.
Yeah,
so a nice subdivision.
Probably a nice plot of land out there too.
Yeah, he didn't say how many houses or like how big the if you get an acre per plot or what the deal is.
Right.
To say, but I had to imagine out there you got to probably get a little bit of land. I would think probably not your typical house up on top of house subdivision. I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
I would hope not. Anyway.
Dee says she loves bison burgers. I like a good bison burger myself. Vanessa, where do I get that? But you can get the Moonshine Pickles. You can get at a liquor store if they have the distribution for it. You have to find an Old Smoky.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get that Old Smoky. I think about anywhere, can't you?
Pretty much anywhere I've been where they already sell Old Smoky is where they would get at, but it'd be a liquor store. Stuffed them with a good quality blue cheese and topped with crispy bacon, paired with the dill pickles from the Moonshine. There you go. Ron says, I like pickled pig feet. Good old bar food, pickled herring, a.k.a. Blind Robins also. I can never see myself doing the pickles pig feet. And I know, like, through the South, a lot of people do that as well. And I know people that have had them. I just can never get into them myself. Never did the pickle heron. I know people that enjoy that as well. But I don't know. Just the idea of the pickled pig feet kind of just. I don't know. To me, it doesn't even sound. It doesn't sound as good. But I know people that like them really love them. Have you ever had pickled pig feet?
I never have.
Yeah. I mean, I could be missing out. Like the fried bologna, I could be missing out. I don't know.
Like you said, though, I've seen a lot of people eat them, and I've seen them in the jars and stuff, but I've never actually had one myself.
Yeah. I mean, like my wife's from ate. I mean, down in West Virginia, pickled pig feet's pretty popular. So I think my mom even had them. With my grandparents, they were from Virginia, and a lot of my family's from Virginia. So
I mean, I bet they're good. They just don't sound or look appetizing.
Yeah, I mean, what part of the pig do I not like though? So maybe I would like them. For me, I'm glad I just ate. Otherwise, my phone would be a bison burger with all this food talk. Yeah, we do get into some of the food talk for sure. Eggs, okra, peppers are all yummy pickled. See, I'm not a big okra fan. I'm not huge into okra. I've tried it a few times. Just don't like it that much.
Me, I'm not a big. I'll eat it occasionally, just a couple of pieces. Shannon likes it a lot. She likes fried okra.
Yeah.
But to me, it was too grassy tasting or something to me.
Yeah. It just didn't win me over.
Yeah, me either.
What was remain? This is find a store selling Old Smoky. Look at their website. Yeah, the website I think actually has locations as well where you can find it. I got my brother here to drink the DeLorean Nocturnium. He liked it. Nice. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a nice one there for Delirium rather. I don't think I've ever done a Delirium review in a channel. I need to pick up some bottles and do that. Gilbert said, nice. So yeah, Delirium's a good beer. He said Belgium is definitely one of the spots I want to get to at some point. Tremaine's getting hungry over there again. I cook and bake a lot. Yeah, Vanessa does a lot of stuff. Cooking, baking, making, building. She's always got stuff going on.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Yeah, we joked about before, like if things ever went bad to go to Vanessa's house. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens next Wednesday. We have to pack up the car and hit the road.
Why not?
Crazy ass stuff happening. Some nice smells must come out of your kitchen, Vanessa. Yeah, Vanessa's got a lot of good stuff going on. And the other thing with Vanessa, if you guys want to catch up with Vanessa, you can check her out on Instagram for Vanessa M. Kitty. She shares a lot of stuff she's doing. So if you're on Instagram, check her out there as well. Bread's Bacon at 0400. Get the neighborhood hopping. Nice. Green Spot is fantastic. The Irish whiskey, one of the really good ones. Nice. I do like, I do over here have Jameson's, their coffee, one they just did, which is really good. But I do like Jameson's. I like Bushmills as well. Yeah, I'll have to look to see about the Green Spot if we get that over here to see if they have it there. Some of the Lindemans 2019 Cuvée Rene Goose. Tremendous. See, Gilbert knows. He's all up on the Lindemans. That'd be a nice one to kind of check out. Green Spot is a single pot still Irish whiskey. Good stuff. So there's Gilbert verifying it as well. Gilbert knows the whiskeys and the beer. The sub base has new Irish products. I'll see Green Spot is there. There were several single batches. Oh, the base, yeah, where Vanessa goes to. My favorite spot whiskey is Yellow Spot. In Yellow Spot. Is Yellow Spot. Come on, Gilbert. Is Shannon hiding in the blankets? Hi, Shannon. I enjoyed the question show, Vanessa said.
I let her know, Vanessa. Now, I actually thought she might join tonight because she's off tomorrow, but...
Well, when I saw her, she already had the PJs on, so...
Yeah, she's not joining now, but I thought she might since she was off today and tomorrow, but... She's kind of gotten to the point where sometimes now she don't want to do it on Thursdays because she ruined her Friday. Get hungover and then she's not worth a shit on Fridays.
I was told she doesn't have to drink it. She doesn't have to drink it off. She doesn't want to, but yeah, we
You
tell
know
her.
that, I know that, and I've told her this for 20 years. But if you ever figure out a way for that to happen,
Oh, Moose asked Vanessa what bread she was making. Tremaine said, "Damn, 6'3". Wow, yeah, some Grace Jones height there." Toys R Us bank was Toys R Us back when I brought nephews to the store at midnight. This was when the push scooter came out, racing down all the aisles with managers yelling at us was epic. They banned me, no one else. She's racing there in the Toys R Us, so they got kicked out of that. She's making English muffins in the early morning. Very nice. Did find a moonshine place in Pennsylvania I must visit. 7 hours of drive. A little road trip. Nothing wrong with that. Get the 100 proof Southern Comfort. LOL. Let me see which one I have, Gilbert. Look at that. I actually do have the 100 proof Southern Comfort. So this was the bottle that I ended up spending like $12.99 on after the coupon, and then it was on sale there. So you know me, I find the deals. 100 proofs, 50 ABV spirit whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. Me and Southern Comfort, we go way back to college. So Janet Joplin's favorite. If we find a place, we will move. It may take a while. Yeah, I mean, depending. Hopefully, you do find a good place to go to. Joe says once an old Corvette Stingray. Well, that'd be awesome. I wouldn't mind having like an old Challenger or like one of the old Road Runners would be kind of cool as well, I thought. Mustang, awesome ride, keeping it, drive the heck out of it. Yeah, see, yeah, it's funny. It's the 2004 40-year anniversary convertible. So it was one that I got actually for the wife back at the time when we got it, because I was actually driving a Charger, and then I traded in the Charger to Jeep Cherokee, and then I went ahead and took that car over. But at first, it was kind of like I didn't really want to drive the Mustang because I liked the Charger. Charger had the more pickup that I wanted, but once we got rid of that, I was like, oh, I'll drive that for here and there. But now I don't really go anywhere, so it just sits in the garage. Move as soon as possible. It's a mess here since the Rona. Yeah, you get the Rona kicking around. I got the V6 Autostang. No, I got the V8, brother. What good is it to have a V6 on a Mustang? It's like when people get this V6 Charger. It's like, why would you get a 6-cylinder Charger? You know, why do you not have a Hemi in it? It's just makes no sense. Yeah. Well, weak V6, right? Yeah. I think you may have to get right off the road if you had a V6 on it. Although I see people get like the V6 Camaros and stuff too. It's like, all the power you can get into it. Had trouble with relatives, had enough time to move on. Oh, yeah. I hear you there. It's nobody wants to have that situation happening, and sometimes you got to break away for sure. 88 Mustang GT 5.0 driving daily. Well, there you go, Wayne. Nice. So he's already got the classic car.
As I say, yeah.
Yeah. Well, 88. Wow. 98, 08, 18. He's really got the classic car.
I think my brother had an 80. Was it 89? Might have been an 89 Mustang.
Yeah.
And then he also had the what was it? The 90. It was like a 25th or 35th year anniversary, whatever year it was, in 95 or 93. I don't know what year it was. 97. I don't know what year it was. Yeah. Had one of those too.
Well, the other car,
he bought it and had it for like not even a week, and a semi ran him off the road, and he ended up totaling it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and the shit kicker was, and that's not funny, but. Because luckily he was okay, nothing, wasn't hurt or anything. And then it wrecked his car, brand new that he had for. I think they only made like 1,000 of them or something stupid. I don't remember what it was, a commemorative type car or whatever, anniversary car. A week later, in the mail, they sent him replica model of it in like some kind of book about the Mustang. He's like, how bad does that suck? It's like I wrecked my car and then I get this shit in the mail. I don't even have the car anymore.
Oh, that
Like it was something. It was
So he wasn't able to replace it from the insurance or anything?
No, it was because it was kind of a one-time. So many of them, it wasn't a mass production of it. So.
Oh, so it was already, he
It was a limited deal. So.
Yeah. Oh, that blows.
I mean, I think he got his money back on, from insurance or whatever, but he lost the car.
Yeah. And the only other car that I would like to have too would be like an '87 Grand National. One of the guys at the gym I used to work out with, he actually had one. And the last time I saw him over, probably a year and a half, 2 years when he had it. But at the time, it only had like, I think 15,000 miles. Like it really never got driven. He would only bring it out on nice days, like really nice days, and all original miles, and it was sweet looking. So it's just like,
yeah. I had a friend back in the day. He had a Grand National. It might have been about that year, but he had it souped up with the nitrous.
Oh, you went Vin Diesel on it, huh?
Yeah, shit. You ride down the highway when there ain't nobody around, and you kick that in. It was like, oh.
Not that you needed nitro with the Grand National, but he did it anyway.
Exactly. I think they drag right. Like 2nd Street Bridge is a bridge between Indiana and downtown Louisville. It's like one of the. So I think there's 4 bridges from this, local here into Louisville. 2 of them now let's see, 5 bridges. 3 of them are towed now, but the 2nd Street Bridge goes right into downtown, and it's kind of used to only be a 2-lane bridge, but now they made it 4-lane. But back in the day in high school, people would just drag race over that thing into downtown because there's nowhere for any cops to sit, so you could go, you can maximize the speed of your car, and he would take that and just floor it over the bridge every time.
Wow. Yeah.
Of course, it wasn't cheap either back then. It wasn't cheap to.
Oh no, it wasn't. I'm sure. Yeah.
That either.
Gilbert said twin turbo 4-banger Stang sound like a weed eater with dual tips. Vanessa, ham hocks and beans and cabbage are tasty. Ham hocks I've had in greens. I've had them in beans too, like the navy beans or whatever. I think whatever the lighter color beans are. So I've had
bean soup
and cabbage. Yeah, I've had that too. Yeah. Smoked ham hocks. Yeah, ham hocks I've had is stuff for the flavor and the seasoning of things that I've had. I've never made it. I've had it like growing up over the years, like one of like the other women actually, the grandmas or their friends, whoever made it, like the older women were the ones that usually made that kind of stuff. I bet Eric. Yeah, they talking about the Mustang. And my latest blueberry muffins recipe I found is quite yummy. Did you put any of the in it to make it like one of those special type of muffins?
a little something.
A little 420 type ingredient. Because I'd be all on board to try those muffins. My boss had a 67 GT 350 white with blue stripes. That's a pretty sweet ride too. Yeah. I've always been more of the muscle car kind of guy. I was out with 3 other beer hunt in Alaska. They had all these fancy Vienna sausages for breakfast. I took out a bottle of Southern Comfort and Cap'n Crunch. Only Vanessa can pull that off there.
What's somebody going to say to her?
Yeah. But it's like Cap'n Crunch. I mean, that used to be the cereal back in the day. Like I can remember there was times in college. In our college, we had our cafeteria. We always have breakfast cereals out, but then you can go in and get the hot meal, or whatever, and the salad bar, all kind of stuff. But there was times there was like something you didn't want, and we just eat like Cap'n Crunch for dinner and stuff. And Cap'n Crunch is always solid, although when you're a kid, it just tears up the roof of your mouth.
That's what you're going to say.
Then you crunch and the crunch berries, but I've always liked some Cap'n Crunch. Gilbert says, nice. Yeah. Captain Crunch with some Southern Comfort.
That's definitely those cereals. You're like, oh, it's so good, and then you're like, oh, why did I do that for? Because your mouth is always just like it's done.
Yeah, Swami in the house. What is going on, Swami? Cheers, my friend. Oh, thanks for the super chat. Definitely appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I'm not thought it was going to come through. So, but thank you, Swami, brother. Hopefully you're doing well this evening. And
Uh-oh. Can't hear you. You're cutting in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When it come back from that little thing, you started cutting out real bad.
I think it was the voice meter, but I was saying thanks to Swami and what's going on in Canada up in his neck of the woods, Sup Rod and Salty Nut Cookies.
I'm not even sure what to say to that.
I don't know that. It is a kind of a funny name there, though. The little Swami and a load of Vanessa. And I'm looking for 7.3 diesel Ford 450. It's a big old truck. So Vanessa always hauls stuff, though. Heavy duty or beasts. Motorcycles are so much funner than cars and trucks. Swami does love the bike. He does have some fun there on the motorcycle. If you guys haven't seen or know Swami, you can check him out there. Malton and Montreal as well. And I need to catch up on your stuff too. I know you tried to get me a couple things. You were doing some of the political chats. It's just I've been back and forth on stuff, so I didn't get a chance to join. I know you had the last one with you and Dave, the producer, was on the one. I did catch part of it, but it was like I had to get ready. I could do something like that the next morning, I think. But he's got some good stuff there. But his motorcycle videos that he does when he drives through town and to music, I don't know if you've done another one since the first one I saw, but that was pretty cool. So check out Swami over there. Tow a trailer and just visit our national parks. That's what the wife wants to kind of do. She wants to get like an RV and have us drive around at some point where you just go across the country and do stuff.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So many places that you just, you always, like we do, go out of town or, go to Jamaica or Cancun or wherever you go, and so many like national parks and scenery out west, especially, or even up in the great Northeast, like just don't take advantage of a lot of that stuff,
Right. Yeah. I mean, she brings up a valid point. She's like, she'd rather do it now than us try to do it later on. We're like, you're so old, you can't really enjoy it enough. It's like, yeah, a lot of us. We're like the one country that works ourselves into the grave before we try to enjoy life versus how other countries do it and get out there and do things.
You're right. That's totally true.
Yeah. No more motorcycle riding for me. Heart problems are interfering with the balance. Yeah. I thought you had you had the trike on the bike, but I guess on the motorcycle, that'd be an issue there too. Although the Can-Am Spider would be fun. Yeah, that's a 3-wheeler. Yeah. I've seen those around. We got a few people in this area that have those. That's expensive. Oh, I know they are. And it was funny when I graduated back in '87. I was like one of the cars I wanted to work to get, and it's like, oh, we're not making those anymore. Like because of the pressure they got from like the police unions and all that kind of stuff, they made them stop making the car because the police couldn't catch them back then. Fast though, for sure. Next bike, Indian Springfield or a Triumph T120 Bonnie. Nice. I know a lot of people really like the Triumph bikes too. Oh, Blueberry Muffin plus. Maybe. I was the talk of Elmendor Air Force Base that year. I did that breakfast. We each got a black beer too. They brought me along because we see lots of bears when I'm there. He's got a black bear. Okay. Yeah, Vanessa, she hunts everything. Moose says, hey, the Swami. Fruit Loops were the best classic. I did like Fruit Loops as a kid. Fruit Loops was a popular. So actually, I probably as a kid ate more Fruit Loops than I did Captain Crunch. Although I probably ate more Lucky Charms than I did Fruit Loops. I still like Lucky Charms to this day. And I used to be big for a while into the Fruity Pebbles as a kid.
I like Fruity Pebbles, but it was always got soggy so fast.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Although now I've seen they have a bowl where you just put milk in it, and then they got a little contraption, you put the cereal in it, and then you kind of drink it, and then it combines it at the same time, so that way your cereal doesn't get soggy.
Innovation, baby.
I'm like, how great is that? That's awesome.
Are we going to drink this other beer, by the way?
Yeah, whenever you're, I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, I'm going to crack it open here. So right now, it's going to be the Innocent Gun barrel-aged Irish whiskey barrel stout. But the ABV on this one is only 6.1.
Yeah, it is low, but tell them how much they were for a 4-pack.
I thought when I got mine, I would have said it was like $2.99.
Oh shit, you got a better deal. Of course, you're Rod J. So
either $2.99 or $1.99. I remember it being like either 50 or 75 cents a bottle.
All right, now I'm even mad. Not that I got a good deal on them not that long ago.
I got it before.
$3.99 or $4.99 for the 4-pack, or 4-pack.
Well, that's not bad. That's not
no,
bad.
No, it's still bad. I mean, it was still marked down like from more than half price.
Oh yeah,
that was
I could be wrong. I could be wrong on mine too. I could have been wrong on mine. I got so many beers that are so marked down at times. It's like I don't always remember what I get them for. I mean, I got a 6-pack of that Southern Tier chocolate raspberry I was drinking. That was $4.99 for the 6-pack, 10% ABV. So
Jungle Gym special.
Jungle Gyms, yeah.
Dang, you must have shaken yours up. You got a massive head on that one. That's what she said. But.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
Yeah, baby.
Again, that's what she said. Mine's not even a finger.
Oh, yours is a little one. Yours is a little one there. Yeah. Get that poured open up the aromas. What I like about it is the smokiness in the background. You almost get like a smoldering campfire type smell in the nose. Like that after fire burn. Are you locked up or are you praying or something? What's going on?
I don't know what happened there. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Well, I forgot I got a message, so I thought I'd turn my Wi-Fi off. But then I hit the Wi-Fi and it said it'll disconnect you.
You're there with your eyes closed. I'm like.
The only thing I could do was hit OK, so it disconnected me for a second. All right. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
It's a Jungle Gym special.
So smooth too. Got a little bit of that creamy feel in the texture.
It really is. Like it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
chocolate comes out.
You get just enough of a barrel, but it's not overpowering either. Like it's. I mean, it's only 6.1, but I feel like it feels a little bit heavier than a 6.1.
Yeah, it's not light or thin.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, the
nice
body of it's not super heavy, but I feel like the alcohol in it's better than 6.1.
Yeah. It's got a good duration of the flavor, too, so I can really feel it still, like, in the throat area and in the mouth.
Yeah, you definitely get the chocolate feel on it for sure. It's not – it's just a good, smooth – almost kind of reminds me of like a milk stout kind of feel to it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what that creamy base that you're getting in there. Yeah. But that's Moose, I think you need a plushy squoze for your channel. That's a good idea.
You think, was that the Irish cask you think of it?
Yeah, because that adds a creaminess to it. And they're putting it into that bourbon. I'm not getting as much of the bourbon, but I do get a sense of like the barrel. I get a little bit of a woody type feel. It's not much, but I do get some of that coming through.
I feel it more on the back end as it settles.
Yeah, on the back end, right.
When you swallow, and then it kind of sits, the taste kind of sits, and then you get a little bit of the barrel oakiness, not really oakiness, but kind of the, like you were saying, kind of the barrel
like it's from like the oak wood. It's the oakiness, yeah, coming
through.
And that roastiness makes it feel like a little bit of a smokiness with it too, which I like.
It's nice though, especially at less than $5 a 4-pack. You can't beat that. I'd do that every day.
Yeah, I mean, when I got that one, I think this one I may have gotten just a 4, but they've had other versions, and I've got like 8 of them or 12 of them, depending. It all depends what else I have in my cart. Because I mean, I can literally sit there and leave with a full cart and feel good about it with all the stuff you can get there. Yeah,
easy. And it wouldn't even be hard. Like you wouldn't even have been twice and be like, okay. And you check out and you're like, oh shit, maybe I overdid it.
I mean, you're almost afraid of when you go there. I feel like when I buy stuff there, I almost don't want to even look down the next couple of aisles because I'm always finding different stuff, right? So it's like you get there, you're loading up on stuff, and it's just like, oh, there's like 4 or 5 more aisles left. Like, I don't want to go down those. So I'm going to buy more if I go over there.
Now you have to swap out. You're like, yeah, Daryl wants this 4-pack. I want that one instead. Now you're taking that one. Now you're picking that one instead. You're just like picking and choosing at that point. Because if not, next thing you know, you're like, bank, like, yeah, that was me. My card wasn't stolen, but that was me.
And then you see, like, and then it's bad if like, you'll see something, it'll be just 1 4-pack of something left. And you're like, well, hell, I got to get it now because it might not be here again. I don't know where. Right. It might be the last one. So, but it's just like, yeah. But I'll get like individuals there. Like the one in Eastgate, you can do better on individuals than the one in Fairfield because they have a smaller selection of it. But yeah, there's just so many stuff around. Then you get into the big bottles. You get into the bombers that they have only certain things are being done for those type of beers. You got the growlers, right? If you go over to where they got them on tap, you got the growler section. There's certain things they only get in there. So,
now,
yeah, you get money.
Was Eastgate the one we went to? Not me and you, but when we stopped at your house and went through because of the bridges. Was that one Eastgate?
That was Eastgate. That one, okay. Yeah. And the Fairfield was Fairfield's the one that Joe went to that time.
Yeah, that was the first one we went to.
Yeah, that's like the original one. Which isn't bad until you see the one at Eastgate that gets bigger. They have more beer in Eastgate than they do Fairfield.
Yeah. So I don't remember the one in Fairfield as much. Yeah. I've been to Eastgate twice because the first time we went to Fairfield because we was going up to IKEA.
Yeah.
And stopped there too. And then the second time thought we were going to Fairfield but ended up at Eastgate.
Yeah.
Going to the concert there at the River Bend.
Yeah, that was River Bend when you went there in time. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we went to Eastgate on accident. And Shannon goes, I don't think this is the same one. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's not. And then she goes, I think I like the other one better. Of course, it was like a year or so before that when, so we don't know that we really remember. Then this time, of course, we went to Eastgate because the bridge was out or whatever. Is that bridge still closed?
Oh, no, they got to open like 2 days before Christmas and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So people start taking it again.
So we have to, we either have to make another trip to IKEA, either where you're at or in Indianapolis, which are both mileage-wise was about the same from our house.
Yeah.
I always like to go to the one in Cincinnati because that means I can go to Jungle Gyms at least and make a stop.
Exactly. You got to weigh out the options. What is the tiebreaker? Well, I got Jungle Gyms over here.
But when we was passing through, I stopped and dropped those beers off to you. Our daughter found some new bed frame and stuff. She wants to redo her room, so we told her she could pick out some things for her 16th birthday, which is next week. So so I assume at some point we're going to come through or come back. I'm not really sure what we're doing, if we're going to order it because they took pictures and got all the numbers. So I don't know if we'll order it and try to have it delivered, depending on how much it costs. I don't really know what we're doing, but
hopefully things change up a little bit by then too.
Yeah. The last time when we were up through there, that place was like a ghost town. Like they were out of everything. I mean, there was nothing hardly there.
Yeah. Swami, I don't know what to tell you, man. Swami's got 2 more days in Facebook jail, then he can come back on Facebook. Apparently, him saying that got him banned on Facebook. I'm like, he said it on one of the posts I had there. He responded to like the protesters, or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know. It's Facebook, right? Tow trailer so a smoker travels with me. That's it. Good idea. I have towing a smoker. Vanessa will probably tow a smoker and then start cooking stuff, and then people probably try to buy it from her because it'll smell so good. Malta says, sup, Moose. Joe says, there's a cool channel where this dude drives across America and lives and camps in his Jeep with his dog. Well, that's interesting. I know there's a YouTube channel where a girl did that last year in a van, and it was like her 1 year she got like over 1,000,000 something subs or whatever. But she just basically has like a Volkswagen van or something and travels across the country in different spots. Wrangler. I thought about getting a Wrangler at one point. We like the Grand Cherokee, but if I get another one, a Wrangler will be back. I actually test drove the Wrangler versus the Cherokee, but the Wrangler just felt a little clunky to me when driving in comparison. We had kids, exes, and just pretended they were in color like our black and white TV. Kicks. I never really got into Kix cereal. Thick and creamy yellow. I've had it a few times, just never fully got into it. I did like Life as well because growing up, Mikey liked Life and everybody thought Mikey was cool. So Mikey likes it. A little Todd at the head, talking about the head of the beers. Night Owl, Night Moose Gal. Thanks for swinging in, Christina. Hope you have a great night there as
Night
well.
Moose Gal.
Bye, Moose, and Tremaine, and good night, Moose. So everybody saying hello, goodbye, News. Well, I should probably break into some of the beer. I did find some beer story stuff that happened this week. Let's see here. So for the people down in Texas, your prayers have finally been answered. If you're a Yuengling fan, Yuengling is now about to make the move to Texas. Kind of interesting. They're going to actually brew the beer in Fort Worth. They're going to team up with Molson Coors to brew the beer, which is interesting. So they're not under Molson Coors, I don't think. Maybe Molson Coors, if they're doing something with distribution or whatever, but they're actually going to make a location, or I guess they're going to use the location they have there with Molson to brew Yuengling in Texas, which means you will get it fresher. But then again, you got Molson brewing it and not Yuengling. So I don't know. Take that for what it is, but they're the first state they're cracking into since they decided to go west of the Mississippi. So if you are in Texas and you've been looking for Yuengling, you'll finally get that. I know a lot of people were happy about it online. They were tweeting about it and different things. So something fun to look forward to. Also, if you're a Boston Celtics fan, we have some people from the Boston area to come on here. Jack's Abbey Craft Lager has a new Pride and Parquet. The official craft beer of the Boston Celtics is now available. So if you're a Celtics fan, you can now wear your Pride and drink your Pride at the same time with the new Jack Abbey's Craft Lager. With Jack Abbey's, if you haven't had them, definitely recommend. They do some great beers out of that brewery for sure. Gilbert said, I said, damn Canadians on Facebook and got jailed for 7 days, son. So, no, you didn't. Did you really? I don't believe that. Then again, Facebook's with a lot of people in jail. I've never got put in Facebook jail, which is kind of surprising because I do put some stuff out there to get some people a little riled up. But yeah, I've never been to Facebook jail. This was an interesting one I saw this week. So a Butte man, which Butte is out in Montana, was thrown in jail for throwing beer cans at police cars. So how drunk do you have to be? Like, you see a story and you're like,
that doesn't make any sense.
This can't be this. I had to look into it, but apparently he stopped. He ended up, I guess he got pulled over because he did get a DUI in it, but then apparently he started throwing the beer cans at the police car. It's just like only in America, right? Only in America you see something like this happen. So that's a funny story in the South about Montana. Haven't been to Montana. One of the few states I haven't been to. So up in Ontario and Gilbert, you're up in Canada. Maybe you heard about this story, but a guy got pulled over for having 58 cases of beer. And the Ontario police registered the vehicle as unsafe, and they actually confiscated the beer. It's like driving with beer, that's not illegal. So why would you take the beer away from the guy? I mean, the vehicle's unsafe. Let him call a friend. Let his friend come help him pick up the beer. But the police took the beer and confiscated it. Only in Canada. You get our Only in America stories. You got the Only in Canada stories.
You down with OPP?
Yeah. Hopefully we see a Todd and Rod live. That would be epic. yeah, we did. We have some live stuff on here as well. That would be awesome. If you haven't seen the one we all got together at Braxton Labs, and then over at Street Side we had a blast. Even rhymes. Yeah. And Gilbert said he did say that. He said it was considered hate speech. So, well, somebody must have working from Canada Facebook, I guess.
I apologize, Eric.
Oh, the beer keg side, beer keg sales plummeted 44% during the pandemic last year, which was something that could have been foreseen. People just aren't in a lot of the bars or not in a lot of the breweries. They're not able to get, enough stuff to done where bars can't really do keg business much. So you have more can and bottle sales, I'm sure, but that is something there. I mean, Vanessa can only buy so many kegs, right? She can't solve the whole market for everybody, so.
Did she ever buy the dragon's milk?
I don't think she got it yet. Not yet, but she knows where to go for it.
Oh, okay.
She's already got it mapped out for where to go to. I think she said it was like a 7 or 8 hour drive.
Oh,
Gilbert said only 58, right? Only 58 cases of beer. 58 cases. And your cases are still 24 beers, I believe. I just don't know why they did it. I mean, is it like drugs? Like it was an intent to distribute type thing in there or something? Like you can only have a certain amount of cases? Like the guy I know he had Heineken in there. I think it might have been some Corona. He had some other stuff. So they must have got it for a distribution type thing or something.
You know what? There is, I don't know if it still is that way, but there is a law of some sort where I don't want to say considered bootlegging if it's X amount over whatever that law is.
Yeah.
Now I know this because our old neighbor, when we lived in our other house, back in the 70s or so, his dad used to own a bar.
Yeah.
So they were able to get really good prices at some, let's say like a Walgreens or something. It wasn't a Walgreens, but whatever the deal was, they were able to get better prices there than like at their liquor store. So the story goes, they'd load up the truck, but he was like, make sure you don't get pulled over because you'll go to jail for having too much,
Yeah.
too much in possession, almost like bootlegging. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's still the case. Maybe that's the deal there.
Well, maybe it was. I'm like, well, what's too much? I mean,
That's one's opinion.
Yeah, that's one's opinion. I mean, with 58 cases, you can't really get away, I'm sure, because you're dragging on the ground. But it's like, I'm just saying, to confiscate the beer and not like, okay, you got too much beer in the car, it's unsafe, pull it off the road. You got to find another way to distribute this or get it to your house or whatever. Let me call a friend, have a couple friends come down, put it in their cars, do right. They took it. So
yeah, 58 cases for one person, one car. Yeah, that's probably a lot, but maybe you're going back to a party of 100 plus people.
Yeah.
That ain't that much all of a sudden.
Yeah. Guys like scraping the ground with sparks coming off, like, I don't know why they picked me out of the crowd.
Right. What happened here?
What gave it away? We got Lep in the house. Cheers, Lep. What's happening, brother? Y'all don't know Leprechaun TV. Make sure to check out Lep. You think we talk about food. He makes food, and it's always looking pretty good over there. Tremaine says, now I see why you get now I see why you get deals done with Tim's. All the booze is coming from Canada Border Patrol. Might be. They gotta make a little bit of money, so they might be kicking it down. The OPP drank it. I know OPP will ask him. Yeah, ask him about that case, about the 58 beer. 58 cases, rather. I have a barrel-aged Dragon's Milk in my box here in Scotland. Hey, what's going on, James? James over at Rampant Lion Reviews. Cheers, my friend. If you guys don't know James, go ahead and check him out over there as well. And then 58 cases. That's an afternoon at Bob and Doug's. So, yeah, 58 cases is a lot. Maybe we can find thing here. Yeah, let me take a look. back and pull it up. All right, so here is a picture of the guys, what they confiscated. So this was all in the guy's car. He had the Heineken, the Corona, the Stella, the Budweiser. Here they all lined up here. And the police stopped the vehicle. They said they discovered the driver had a suspended license. Not only that, his vehicle was allegedly filled with 58 cases of beer. So it's unclear what the intention was for the large amount of beer, but it was more than for personal use, and that he was not carrying a permit to transfer such a large amount of alcohol. So like Todd was saying, apparently there's rules maybe in play, at least in Canada still, maybe here in the States as well. But that's what ended up happening to that dude. And he lost all his beer. Imagine how much did you spend on 58 cases of beer and then had the police take it and you just lose all that money? What if he was buying it for people? And people are like, where's my beer? And it's like, well, funny you should ask about that. Here's what happened. I don't care what
story.
Happens. Either I get the beer or I get the money back. I got to get one or the other.
It's funny you should ask. It's a funny story. We don't care. Where's our beer at?
Oh, Tracy, Jungle Gyms loves Canadians, Rod. Yeah. Joe said, in Texas, you can't have that beer in the front seat like that. Oh, really? Okay. I don't know Kentucky, where I'm at, or Todd's in Indiana, if that's an issue. I mean, I've had beer in the front seat before, and I've had beer in the back. I know some states you can't have an open container, but in some states, if you're not the driver, you can drink the beer as a passenger in the car.
Nope.
So different states have different things.
You can't hear either.
Yeah. I don't think you can. I think it might be Ohio where you can kind of do that or something.
Can't have any open container in a car.
Yeah.
I know that firsthand.
There's a story behind that, I'm sure.
There's a story behind that one, but I won't mention anything on that one. Other than you know the person that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Boston. In other news, Boston Beer invests in regional Super Bowl ads for the Wicked Hazy IPA. So they got this new beer coming out. So when the Super Bowl comes out, you're going to see Boston Beer's commercial for the Wicked Hazy IPA, which Wicked is the big key term up in the Boston area. I like to say things are wicked, so Wicked.
First thing I thought about was the what's the Apple Wicked Ale or whatever, isn't it?
That's Pete's Wicked Ale.
Pete's Wicked Ale, yeah. That's the first thing when I heard Wicked, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, are they doing like a? But then you said Hazy IPA. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. The AleSmith Brewing is rolling out its Speedway Stout Special Variant number 1. So that's coming out. And let me tell you, if you're a stout fan and you like enjoying stouts and you have not had AleSmith and their stouts, and especially like their Speedway stouts and some of the stuff they do there with the variants, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you're a stout fan, you definitely want to try to get some AleSmith, and I would definitely recommend checking this out when they come out with the new variant. There's always some pretty good stuff from them.
Now, they carry that at Jungle Gyms, don't they?
They usually do, yeah.
I thought I saw it there, and I kind of kick myself now because I can't get it here. I wish I'd have got some of the Speedway Stout when I was there. And I've had it before, and it's really good, like you said.
Yeah, Jungle Gyms is the one spot I can always get that at there. A couple other spots around Ohio, but in Kentucky side, we don't usually get it either. So yeah. And one of the beer fests years ago, I actually got to work the AleSmith booth, and man, we had some great beer there.
Which kind of pisses me off about the Epic stuff too, because I can't get any of the Big Bad Baptist stuff.
Oh yeah,
because Kentucky or Indiana.
Although you can get here in Ohio.
Used to, I think distro was Indiana, but nobody around here carries it anymore. We used to get it 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. When you're back up here, you can definitely get it at certain spots here as well, on the Ohio side. Gilbert said $40 per case. That's what it usually is in Canada. Gilbert said pulled over for bad tasting beer. Poor guy Rod, no beer, pissed off. Clients assuming he's going to sell them, right?
It's a bad day all around.
There's a low crime rate in Japan. Cops board, abandoned car parked outside a supermarket with beer crate in the back. Cops watch it 3 or so days later. Drunk guy tries luck. 10 cops pounce. Poor buck. That's messed up. They waited him out. At least get pulled for decent macro. Hey, Metalhead, what is going on? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Drink what you like always. And if you're drinking anything, let us know what you're drinking, Metalhead, as well. Let's see, what was the other one I had here? Oh, Revolution Brewing, which I like Revolution out of Chicago. They do some really good beers. They got a Freedom Variety 12-pack of Session Sours coming out. So maybe check into that one to see what they're doing on the sours front.
Let's keep an eye on that one.
This one here is a little closer to you than to me, but closer to both of us, kind of in the home state type area. Mile Wide is creating a beer inspired by downtown. It is a district lager, a 3.5% lager based off the district in Owensboro. And they got inspired when they went to Owensboro. They said they came up with this idea to do a light lager. And
I saw something about that on there. I think it might have maybe their Facebook page. I'm not sure.
So that should be something pretty good to check out.
That's a cool brewery, though. They got some good beers. They're kind of those breweries that the beers at the brewery are better than what they put in the can.
Yeah. And I am going to crack open one more beer, but this is going to be the Jackie O's Cool Beans. I don't know if I uploaded that video yet, but I did a review on this one. This one is actually a coffee golden ale with lactose, 4.5% ABV. So actually, I had a lighter beer.
Picked that up at Jungle Gyms when we were there.
It was a deal. I don't know why you didn't get it.
No, it wasn't on sale then.
Oh, you know what I got this 6-pack for?
I don't even know. Probably $1.99. No, it's
come
probably
on.
here, Rod. You buy this one, and we'll give you an extra 4 of them just because.
The 6-pack I got this for, I think it was either $2.99 or $3.99. And it was like, how do I not get that? Even if I don't like it, that's like the cost of a beer by itself usually. So, and guess what?
Sucks to be you.
They're like, Rod's here. Change the signs. Change the signs.
Yeah, pull out the stuff in the back. He's come on.
Well, you got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them.
I guess.
Tampa Bay Brewing. It was a funny piece I just saw there. So they were talking about like the lead brewer being a woman, and it's like business is not just a man's world. And look at that point. It's just so funny. Like the whole idea of brewing and brewing itself, the industry, the oldest brewers on record is believed to be women. And it's just like, it was all brewing. It used to be basically all women. But it's just funny when I see a piece like that. Like, not saying it's a man's world when you know it was actually pretty much created by women from the stuff that we know. It's just like, there should be more women brewers. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just, but it didn't turn out. They kind of got pushed out of the breweries and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if it wasn't for the women brewing them early on, we wouldn't have what we have now. So just one of those funny things that jumped out at me when I saw that there. Let me see.
Wonder if that'll change with the whole women stay at home, take care of the family type thing.
I don't know. I mean, no,
Or was it even way before then?
It was way before then, even because
George Washington, it was his fault.
I think it was even before George Washington. I mean, you're
really?
looking back to when it was like maybe some type of industrial type revolution like that. Because I mean, women were doing it. I mean, the whole idea of the witch is believed to be based off of women brewing. Like the whole cauldron was basically a brew pot that women were brewing beer in. And the stirring of the pot was actually when you have to stir the beer and the malts and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it goes way back. And I don't know when it may have taken effect. I know some people have written about it out there, but it's like, women should always been a part of brewing. That's like the thing they actually did. It's kind of like, how they end up getting out of that and the men taking it over. I don't know. Be a good
What's
research.
isn't there what do they call it? Is it the pink boots or pink shoes or something like that?
Pink Boot Society. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff with the women in beer. And Tremaine agreed with Eric there about getting pulled over for not having a decent Mac. At least get pulled over for a decent macro.
Yeah.
Beer Man was a Metalheads there drinking Budweiser. Might get moon juice. Santan Tall. Nice. Beer Man's in the house. What is going on, Beer Man, brother? Cheers, Rod and Todd. Hey, that
What's up,
rhymes.
Beer Man?
Another great guy to check out. If you haven't checked out Beer Man, make sure you check him out as well. He's always having some fun on his channel doing the beer stuff as well. He does the beer and cheese pairings and all kinds of other stuff. So great guy. Out in Oregon where everything is free. They're like, what drug is that? It don't matter. They're all available. Whatever you got, go ahead, smoke it, shoot it, snort it, whatever you want to do. It's Oregon. You can do it all here.
It's up to you.
That should be their postcard. You can do it all here now, baby.
Whatever you prefer.
We're Oregon. We just don't care anymore. Todd just had Rob buy you the beer to get those ridiculous prices. So,
I know, right? I agree, Tremaine. It's like, Jesus. Hey, I think I get a deal for $3.99. Rod comes back and goes, I got the same thing for $1.99. What? What do you mean? 2 weeks later?
James the Tempe Brewing actually brewed a number of beers from Brewski in Helsingborg, close to me in Sweden. You should try it. Well, if I see some of them, I definitely try them. That's like down to Elmo's part too. Elbow's part. Did I say Elmo? Elbow.
Elmo.
Does Elmo ever talk like Elmo? That'd be funny to see. Hell yeah, G. Do rod deals cross over to other forms of shopping? They have been known to. I've gotten deals on other things that were yeah.
It's funny you ask.
It's just the luck of the draw. It's just the right timing. You talked earlier tonight. I think Roy Gilbert. Like I grilled steaks tonight, and at our local Kroger, which is like a main chain, a main grocery store here in the States, it was $12.99 for the cut that I got, but they had them down like $4.99. All fine. They just good to go. So I picked up some, grilled the ones tonight, put some in the freezer. I've gotten stuff like on appliance type things that kind of been the right time at the right spot. So, it just happens,
You be playing the lottery is what you need to be doing.
Oh, you think I'm not playing this weekend? You damn wrong about that. I'm gonna need some Powerball and Mega Millions. That's over $1.5 billion at this point for both. Dude, if I hit the Powerball and the Mega Ball,
remember your friends. They're friend. I don't care about their friends. Your friend.
My only commitment is I'll still do the YouTube channel, but this shit might be all gold or something behind me.
Coming from an undisclosed location, parts unknown.
Does Ron J have a grill now? Like, yeah. Todd looks comfy on that couch, eh? On that couch. Yeah, Todd does look comfy on the couch. He's settled into it. Oh man. Right on, Rod. Everything free, LOL. Right? Yeah, Oregon's doing it now. They're like, hey, whatever, Sex Panther by Santan was damn smooth and refreshing. We all hippies. You guys got a lot of stuff out there. I saw an interesting thing earlier that UFC is actually looking towards psychedelics, possibly to see how that affects fighters with head cases and stuff, which is pretty cool.
I saw Dana White. Is that his name, Dana White?
Yeah, Dana White.
I saw an article, but I didn't click it to read it.
Yeah.
Talking about that. What is he saying it's supposed to do?
Well, it's supposed to just like marijuana can relax and stuff like that when you're like have illnesses, it can actually take away some of the pain or whatever from the head injuries and stuff. Yeah. Ooh, let's try Swedish beers are good. I mean, Beerman, if you've had like Omnipolo, you've had Swedish beers as well, or Mikkeller. The Imperial Lager Chua Brewery does taste a bit like Old E, like 6.5 Imperial Lager, not malt liquor, just great strong lager beer. I think I've seen that brewery. I actually picked up a couple lagers from overseas that are like, one is I think 15 or 12%, which I've never seen a lager like that outside of maybe like a Baltic Porter or something. So that'll be interesting to check out.
So how's that when you're drinking?
Your friends, that's what Beerman said.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly, Beerman.
Yeah. If I ever get pulled for unsafe load, it's going to be a case of green grenades. Oh, the good old Mickey's. Say what? That's interesting. Microdose. Yeah, that's what they're doing for UFC. That Dana White, they're looking into it right now. Dana White is to see how it might help them. How's it going? About to get off work and crush a Crowler of a double dry hop West Coast Pale Ale. Nice, Steven. I like your thinking there. Things are going good. We just kind of kicking it tonight, drinking some beers and kind of doing this. We do this every Thursday, 8:45 Eastern until we stop, which it's funny because I moved the time up because I figured we'd end early. No, we still keep rolling. So
I was going to say, sometimes it might even be later.
It might be later. I'm like, I'm paying for CR now, so I might as well use it.
Like, we might end a little earlier, get a little extra sleep. No, not usual.
Oh, I said it was Swedish. That's my fault there. James corrected me. It's actually Danish, he said, for Mikkeller. But Omnipolo is Swedish, I believe. And nothing but Mickey's. Well, you and Lep can hang out with those all night long for sure. If Rob wins lottery, he will be staying at Jungle Jim Suites. LOL, he literally be there all day. Yeah. You know, if I bought it, I might buy it from Jungle Jim. I'm like, hey, Jim, you want to sell this spot? You're getting old. You might want to, retire. Everyone's on acid fighting each other. Talking about Oregon. I'm on the Pilsner or Kel. You guys are incredibly chill, loving it. Well, thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Yes,
appreciate it.
Have a fun, and if it's your first time here with the channel and everything, usually I put up videos, beer reviews, and different beer stuff happening. Obviously, hence the name of the channel. But on Thursday nights, we just kick it live and get to interact with everybody and kind of go over stuff and just have a fun time. So, beer is supposed to be fun, so that's what we do. So I'm glad you're actually here.
Roger, we're gonna be on for a little bit longer.
Probably a little bit. You still finishing your beer?
No, I was going to crack another one.
It's only 10:38, so you crack another one.
All right. Go to the fridge.
Like, we don't got to work tomorrow. We're like, oh yeah, crack another one. I'll get to work. Work's a short commute for me, at least. It's right, from the bedroom to the office.
You brought on the bed. And you're at work.
I got a short commute there. Oh, let's see. And then when Ty gets back, I have one more beer story I'll share with you guys. It's kind of an interesting one. It's a beer challenge. So, unfortunately, though, for the beer challenge, you'll have to be in Virginia. But what's everybody else drinking out there? If you're drinking something you haven't said, let me know. Put it in the comment section. See what you guys are all enjoying.
I had to rinse out my glass, too.
Look at you getting all proper.
I don't know. This one I've had before, but it's really good. I think this might be the last one from Listerman.
Which one is it?
That's the Saturday the 14th team building. That's that one. Remember? I don't know if you remember it.
Oh yeah. That's the one with all the killers on there from the Halloween.
Yeah,
Freddy and Scream and Michael Myers. Yeah.
So it says it's a black milkshake IPA with peanut butter, chocolate, vanilla, peanut butter candy, Lotus, Amarillo, and lactose. Everything but the kitchen sink.
What's the ABV on that
one? Let's see. 7.3.
Oh, it's not bad.
And to be honest with you, this one, if I remember, I haven't had it for a while, but if I remember right, it was one of the better peanut butter flavored beers I've had.
Ooh, very nice.
Then I also got this from the Jungle Gyms.
You get a lot of stuff at Jungle Gyms.
I know. So clearing out the fridge from there.
Beer Man said, I don't mind Arkell at all. Yeah, Arkell is a nice, crisp lager you can actually sit and enjoy. It's a nice little classic feel. Well, hey, guys, you have a wonderful night. It's good hanging out. Seeing you guys. Cheers and cheers. You too, Beer Man. Have a great Thursday. Catch up with you soon. Beer Man. And then Blake is drinking his magic water and chicken strips. a meal for champions. Le Champion. Cheers, Beer Man. Screw Rod. Drink 12 more trays. I keep going.
Yeah, I like the way he thinks.
Screw it. Yeah. It was a 3-day weekend, so who knows? Might do some more this weekend. We'll see. Shows I've seen video of Jungle Gyms. That place looks amazing. Yeah, I actually did one on my channel as well here too. It's an adult playground, Joe. Seriously, it's like that. You can spend hours and hours in that place.
Put it this way, and I even said this when we were there last time. I told Shane, I was like, I would totally hate if this was the only like grocery store that I had to go shop in, because it's so fucking big. It's almost overwhelming. Yeah. It's like I mean, legitimately. How big do you think that just the room is for the hot sauce?
Oh, the hot sauce is like bigger than some people's offices. I mean, it's
crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's easily was about 4 or 5 aisles in it.
4 or 5 aisles in it or whatever, and that's just the aisles. It's against the walls and stuff too. So when you go in, it's just
nothing but hot sauces. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's so big. Like, I mean, honestly, we were there, so I was like, I'm going to the beer section. Shannon and her good friend went with us, and then our daughter was there. So they were like, all right, we're going to go off this way. I was like, all right, I'll meet you there. So I started walking around.
Yeah.
I haven't even found the beer section yet. Ran back into them. They're like, oh, are you already done? I'm like, what do you mean done? I haven't even found the beer section yet. I had to stop and ask somebody, 2 different people, where the hell to find the section as how freaking big this place is.
Dude, it's like it's an international market, so it's like the fruit. Like if you're actually grocery shopping there, the fruit, like you see fruit from all over the world. Stuff you haven't seen before. You're like, I don't even know what this is. Like, what is this fruit? You know?
Oh, it's
crazy.
It's definitely, if anybody's ever in that area of Ohio. Are they anywhere else but those 2 locations?
No, just those 2 locations. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a destination like. Tourists, like you should just stop there just to check it out. Like you don't have to buy nothing, just walk through there. You'll spend, I promise you, at least 2 hours just walking around, just looking.
Well, I know they were rated by one of the companies, or whoever the rating people were to do it, but it was one of the top 5 places to buy beer in the country as well.
I don't know about that either, because shit. I don't know. Like most people probably are familiar with Aldi's. I'd say their beer section is probably as big as an Aldi.
Well, it's like I go to like Total Wine, and people will say Total Wine, and I go there, and I'm like, we got Jungle.
Right.
Yeah. Like this is nothing compared to what we got. It's like,
I mean, as far as the beer goes, for sure, but just alcohol, whatever.
Yeah.
In general, like it's so much better.
Yeah, and then they have the liquor store that's attached to it, but they can't have the liquor in the store because of the law. So you walk out of Jungle Gyms and go into the liquor store part, and they got all the liquors and stuff that you can get there. So it's just an incredible sight. It's just like you walk in, it's like an angel should be playing a harp when you walk into that place. It's like when I die, I want to be buried here. Can I get a plot here? Can I like?
You're right. Yeah. Are you selling graves?
Is there a spot for urns or anything? I can get cremated. Put me in the urn up on one of the counters here. But yeah, it's just pretty much heaven walking to that place. It's like
it's insane.
She hates going to it with me. She's just like. It's just like, well, I'll go in, I guess, because I want to sit in the car because you'll be in there too long if I sit in the car. Like. It was just like, it's like it's gonna be a little bit of time. I was like, unless I go and it's like I just gonna get one thing, and she's like, you never just get one thing. It's just like I go in to find one, but I find others in there. And it's just like,
it just happens.
You gotta buy time. You gotta buy while it's hot, strike while it's hot, right?
That's right.
But Beer Man, before he took off, said real quick, just posted a smoothie sour from King's Brew in Rancho Cucamonga, Cali, 7% ABV. called California, and it's a froze or froze. Froze. I'm trying to think what he was saying on that one there. So I'm trying to think it's something he was trying to guess on style. Because it's not like it's a goose. Where's my phone? I have to pull
That's
it
what I was
up
going
here.
to look it up. King's Brewing.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. It's King's Brewing Collab, I think. Frozen. It's a sour, like he said there.
Is that King Harbor Brewing Company? Because that's in.
I see an Urban South on here. Let me see.
Oh, that's Redondo. Never mind. That's not it.
Let me see here. Here we go. Froze, California, 7%. It's just a fruited sour. But Froze is how they put the name on it. Froze, California. He checked it in at Beerman. Is that Beerman that put it on there? I got a friend that checked it in. It said 4.75. No, another of my friends, Lacey, she gave it a 4.75. It says super creamy. I taste mango, pineapple, peach, and marshmallows. Thick, juicy, delicious. Only disappointment was that it was $10 a can. Pay a little bit for it. But she gave it a 4.75 out of 5. She liked it. Nice. Wonder if Beerman. I had to check out Beerman's review, see what he thinks of it there. He said it was delish, though. He did say that. Let me see some of the other comments here. Said, cheers to Blake. Hey, I'm out. And going down, there's Joe. A whole hot sauce room. Oh, that's great. Yeah, the hot sauce area is just literally, you see people like just stopped because they don't know what to pick. I mean, they're really sitting there like it's so overwhelming of how many hot sauces they have there. It's like,
I was gonna say it's like overwhelming because you're like, is there really this many companies that make hot sauce? It's like, is this worldwide or is this just U.S.? Like, I don't even understand. Like, it's so.
I mean, we got a place here, whatever chain, like Fireman Subs.
Yeah,
You go to Fireman Subs, they have like 20 or something hot sauces out there. And even if like people get confused, like what hot sauce do I want to try from the like you have no idea. If you go to Jungle Gyms, all the different hot sauces they have, it's just mind-boggling. Tremaine says, "Is Jungle Gyms the hottest joint in Cincinnati?" Yeah. Reminds me of Bass Pro Shop with Beer Source. That's a pretty good comparison.
That's actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy in there. And the funny thing is, I'll be there. Like I've met a couple of the people that work there over time because I go there enough times to met some people. It's like I don't know what's around. I have people that are shopping there. I ask, hey, do you know where so and so is? I saw you were talking to the one. Oh yeah, it's right over here. Blah blah blah. I'm like, I just made a sale for Jungle Gyms. Y'all need to give me some money here. They're like, Rod, you got the Rod J deal. Oh, I forgot. My bad. What's going on, Elbow? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Just talking about you there, Elbow down in the Tampa area. Hopefully you're doing well this Thursday evening, my friend.
That was like that night we was at the liquor store and we were drinking the Cafe Negro or whatever it was. The coffee or the tequila.
It was the Cafe Negro, yeah, the tequila, the coffee.
Everybody
tequila.
was hovering around us because we were making so much over. It's like next thing you know, you look up, there's like 12 people standing around. I'm like, oh, you gotta have it. It's like, where's our refund? Where's our kickback on this?
Dude, we would have killed that if they would have given us one of those booths. That the Braxton Seltzer, any of them, we would have killed it for that. But we had so many people that were coming over, like getting people to try stuff. I mean,
that was so funny.
They probably hated when we left. Like, we got to go to the brewery. It's like,
yeah, wait, don't leave. Come back.
Oh, that was a fun time. Yeah, we got to all get together again there. Beerman said, sorry, it is, smoothie sour. Yeah, smoothie sour. Caramel apple. Ooh. No, just Kingsbury. So Beerman's still here. So Victory SC at the moment. Oh, let me tell you, Elbow. Victory SC is still my favorite Imperial Porter that I've had from anyone thus far. I love some Victory SC. I love some of the variations, but even the base version by itself is top line.
I'm not sure that we even get stuff from them anymore.
From Balance?
Yeah.
Well, ever since they got bought by, what was it, Kings and Convicts? I don't know what they're doing at this point.
Well, that, and I'm not sure that he was selling enough of it to warrant bringing it in because it wasn't the cheapest beer on the shelf for sure.
A funny thing about Ballast is I thought some of their pricing was higher than what you're actually getting compared to some of the other breweries. So there was some stuff that was worth paying for. Like I like the Manta-Ray. I liked the Sculpin. I thought was decent. But then some of the other stuff is like, well, I don't want to pay that when I have this right next to it. It's this is good as even better with some of the other stuff.
Oh yeah. I remember when it hit distribution here, and I was so pumped. I was like, yes, we're finally getting. Because you always heard such great things about it.
Yeah.
And then had it, and it was like, yeah, it's good. I mean, it was good, but for price comparison standards, like, I don't know about this. Like, I'm not sure $19.99 for Sculpin or something is worth it. You know what I mean? Like, it's good.
Yeah.
It's like better, there's so many other things you can buy for a 4-pack for $12.99 that's equally, if not better than that. And it's local, probably.
It's almost better when I have that like out when we used to be able to go out. When we did go out, like some of the restaurant stuff, to get that on tap. Like I get that on tap somewhere, and $5 or $6, depending where I'm at. Sometimes even less than that. That makes it worth it rather than going to get like buy the store where the price is jacked up to get it in the can or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Beerman said, "Thick and puree forward, parade forward." Parade for it. He said his was 70 cans, so really Lacey got screwed out of $3 on that one. And Elbow said, cheers, Beerman. And Beerman said, okay, cheers. Hey, Elbow, cheers. So Beerman's trying to take off, I think, now. Rod and Todd, what is the worst beer y'all ever had?
Oh, worst beer.
I would say for me, I mean, the only beer I've ever had poured out was Lonnie Kugel Summer Shandy. It's probably the worst beer. I mean, I can even drink your macros ahead of the Summer Shandy. That Summer Shandy just had to go.
Yeah, some of the Shandies are probably ranked up there. That makes me think now I want to check on Untappd and see what some of my rankings might have been for those. Trying to think. Worst beer I've ever had. It's a good question. I know I've had some bad ones, but I can't think of anything. And just like, I mean, the good ones far exceed the bad ones for sure.
I could say bad, like, you get into some of the old 40s from back in the day, but.
Well, yeah.
We keep it in there. I think everybody expects them to be on a lower level.
Let's see. I just want to pull it up just to see now.
Yeah. Oh, snap. We got the OG in the house. Joe D is in the house. Yeah, if y'all don't know Joe D, let me just tell you. If you don't know Joe D, I don't know what you're doing in your life. Joe D is like one of the OGs of this beer game. Y'all need to check out Joe's channel. Joe does the Saturday Share a Beer show. And in fact, I think this Friday they're doing a special Friday Share a Beer show. So y'all need to show some love and check out Joe D. That's always a good time. He's the one that, when I started watching some of the early YouTube videos, he was one of the first ones I actually pulled up. It was his old Guinness video. It was like the first one I saw. And class act all the way out there in Arizona putting it down. So y'all need to check him out. But he's having the Shiner Candy Pecan. I have not had that one. I've heard of that one. I do want to try it at some point. Shiner can sneak up on some beers for you. I had one a couple of years ago. There's S'mores, which was really good too. So quiet as kept. Shiner does put some decent beers out there.
One of the worst beers that just come to my mind. I wasn't even on Untappd. Do you remember years ago when Bell's had like a series and it was all like the Planet series?
Yeah.
They had one beer in there. I don't remember which planet it was.
Uranus?
Probably. I don't know, but it was
I would just think
I don't
Uranus.
even know, but it was
If it was
terrible.
Uranus, it'd be stinky.
You're true. It was, man, it was almost kind of like a rotted meat in a can. I mean, the smell of it was terrible.
Terrible. Yeah.
Taste of it was terrible, and it was like I don't even remember which planet it was, but it was from that series. Off the top of my head, that'd be the worst beer I've ever had.
Wow. Joe said worst beer, champagne collaboration from Sam Adams. I've never had that one there.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know who they collaborated with on that one, but probably a little funky.
Champagne and beers.
No, well, they did. When they did, yeah, when they did, it would have funny with Miller. High Life meets Sam Adams. Here we go. Joe says Shinerbach is my favorite beer. Joe England said Shinerbach is my favorite. What's that? I like a Shinerbach from time to time. It's been a while since I've had the straight Shinerbach, but yeah, that's always been a nice beer. So an easy drinking beer.
Not bad.
No, it's not. But like I said, some of their specialty stuff people don't really talk about as much. They actually have some really good stuff there. Just love Joe D. Tremaine said, "Yeah, Joe is the man." Oh wow, Joe D. Thanks for chiming in, homie. So everybody knows Joe D. It's like royalty just walked in the door.
That's right.
It's like P. Diddy just got in the club.
Sure.
You know, it's like
So I'll bow down.
Raise a little rod, and Joe says, "What's up, Tremaine? Thanks, bro." Yeah, it's like you got Joe D in the house. We got
gracing us with his presence.
It's like Spinal Tap. We're going to 11. We're going to 11. But here's the one. I was waiting for you to come back earlier. So the last beer story I have is about Maltese Brewing, and they released their Single One Challenge version 2.0, claims to be the world's hottest beer. Now, unfortunately, you have to be in Virginia, I think, to get this beer, but I'm going to share up here on the screen the challenge, because it's like, if I was there, would I actually do this? And I think I may. But this was posted off of Brewbound a couple weeks ago, but releases their challenge. Fredericksburg, Maryland. World's hottest Single One is Maltese's flagship pineapple IPA, infused with 2 pounds of Carolina Reaper chilies.
Oh, shit.
The world's hottest peppers, according to Guinness, from Chattanooga Pepper Company per barrel. What you have to do is to drink 10 ounces, 400,000 plus Scoville heat in 10 minutes. And you get your name on the wall, your name and picture on the wall, and when I survived the world's hottest beer T-shirt.
Is that the logo of the beer? And the guy was shooting a flame out of his ass?
Out of his ass, yeah.
What if they had a challenge of that beer with a Pacquiao chip? The one chip challenge.
This was actually hotter than I think that even.
No, but just think if you had that with like a chip just to go with it, you know?
Yeah. It says, I'm quite confident the Signal One Challenge is the hottest beer ever brewed, says Ray Parrish, co-owner and general manager of Maltese Brewing. The original Signal One had a share of victims, but the new version is significantly hotter and will be a brutal test for all comers. Been in contact with the folks at Guinness World Records and Analytical Chemical Assay of the beer, and official recognition as being the hottest ever brewed will follow early in the new year. Here's your takeaways. Hottest beer ever brewed. Incorporation of 2 million Scoville heat unit SHU. Carolina Reaper chilies from Chattanooga Beer Company. Final heat of 400,000 SHU to be analytically verified by Guinness. You had to finish the 10 ounces in 10 minutes, claim eternal glory, and again, I survived the world's hottest beer T-shirt along with your name and picture on the wall. It was available starting January 1st at $12 per 10-ounce attempts. For more information, you can contact them, but I think you have to go to the brewery to actually do that. I don't think it's something where you can order the beer or anything like that, but that is hot.
I wonder.
A lot of people that do the hot challenges, I thought it was interesting because we rarely see hot challenges for beer. But that is hot.
I wonder if it's instant. Like as soon as it hits you, is it burning? Like wouldn't you just guzzle the whole thing all at once?
I think when it hits your lips, you probably have some heat with it. And I think if they give you 10 minutes to do that, I don't think many people could probably chug that if the heat's hitting you that quickly.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how fast does the heat sit in?
Yeah.
Like, is that what I think? Like, you would, if you take a drink or two, then you're screwed. Like,
I think if you chug it though, you might run the risk of it all coming right back up too.
Well, I'm saying, how safe could it be anyway?
Wow.
If it's that high, how safe could it really be?
Safety is not our concern.
I mean, what does that do? What is that doing to your insides?
I bet you have to sign a waiver too.
Oh, I guarantee it. And that logo is probably the best one ever because that's absolutely probably what happens the next day or that night.
But if you were, or anybody watching, if you were in Virginia, do you think you would actually do the challenge?
I think I would. Would you do the whole thing?
I think I would do the challenge just for the heck of it. If I didn't finish it, I'd be like, at the least, it's $10 I lost, right? So,
well,
yeah,
right. I would at least try it just to see.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's what I wonder how fast the heat sinks in. Because is it one of those things you just chug it? I mean, you could chug that pretty easy and quicker than you could probably chew the chip. I would think.
yeah, but I don't think that chugging. I think if it just says you have to do it in 10 minutes. I would bet somebody probably did try to chug it, but I'm betting it's pretty impossible to do with that heat.
So the first minute, do you chug half of it and then wait for 8 minutes and then chug the rest of it?
I mean, if you can get it done within 10, you can do it that way.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like a strategy standpoint,
That's a lot of heat.
Would that be worse, you think? I don't know. It's kind of.
It might be worse. I mean, it might start burning once it gets past your tongue or something,
That's what I was thinking. If you just down it and then just be done with it, then you probably are screwed, but finished it. You finished it.
I would like to see somebody, like, if there's a video. Let me see if there's anybody with a video that may have tried this. Because I would this is something that'd be cool if they had a video of people.
Oh, yeah. Somebody has to have a video of it, I would think.
A video out here. No results on the video.
Damn. Well, it's only been, 14 days.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think, if you're going to try it, somebody's going to be taping you. I know it was one of my buddies on. I'd be recording them, but they probably recorded me. Yeah, I don't see any video out there, but that is that's hot stuff.
I would like to see somebody do that one for sure.
Yeah, I think if I was actually there, I would definitely give that a go. I don't know how far I would get. I like spicy food, but
I mean, at that point, I almost feel like you probably have to, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You have to have some type of tolerance. You probably have to do a little bit of training ahead of time, like get your stomach coated right. Like I know Alan EB, when he does challenges, will coat like milk or whatever. I mean, there's got to be some prep work in. I think if you go in cold, I don't know.
You're screwed.
Pull it off, yeah. But that would be something awesome.
Can't you work to do prep work on that?
Huh?
Does there actually work to do some prep work beforehand?
I mean, Alan does a lot of hot food, and it seems to help him out when he does it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. I did the last challenge I did was the Blazing Wings challenge at BW3, like back in the day.
Yeah.
That really wasn't
which is probably nothing now on today's thing.
Oh, it's nothing now. I mean, it's like you eat 12 wings with the blazing sauce on it, and I think it was within 6 minutes. And I think it was like 3 that I got mine done, 3 or 4 or something like that. Me and one of the other guys, and then one of our the girls that used to play softball, we all did it there. So, Tremaine said, "Well, Todd, is it safe to say the taste wasn't out of this world?" Tremaine with the jokes.
Like it.
Tremaine said, "I watched a lot of Joe D reviews early on in my journey. Definitely." drinking journey, that is. And then Jody said, thanks for your support, Jermaine. It's all you guys that have made the videos possible. Thanks for putting it out. Like I said, when I first started getting on, it was the two people I saw first when I started doing this was Joe, and the other one was Greg from Greg's Beer Review. So those were like the two that I started when I first got on YouTube and checking stuff out. And the thing about Joe has a great personality that really comes through. And it's just a whole fun thing. Like, you enjoy it because he enjoys it. He gets tickled by the beer. You get tickled by him enjoying the beer and stuff. And he just breaks it. He's not over analytical, and he kind of breaks it down and gives you the feeling of it, which is awesome. And then to share a beer show with him and Mark and Bum, just a great opportunity to sit there and fun with the guys and Mark and Tom and all the other guys again. Their coaches on there all the time now, so always a great thing. Joe puts out great stuff on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some really good Carolina Reaper jerky. It was super hot, but really good. Yeah. I think I've had some Carolina Reaper, not jerky. I've had some sauces with Carolina Reaper on some like burgers and stuff before. So in the end, it depends, I guess, how it's actually put together. Because I didn't feel it was overly hot. I mean, it was warm, but it wasn't overly warm. It was kind of like probably cooked some of the stuff down or something, I guess. Thank you, bro. You're OG and always classy and humble, bro. Yes, he is. There won't be any insides. That's the point. Joe flush it all out, then you call your plumber. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, why am I doing this?
On hour 4.
It's like, why am I doing this challenge? Are we low on battery acid? I mean, why am I doing this over here?
Yeah. We're no kidding.
Yeah, it's like Coke, Coke clean out a car engine and can clean you out. How's that even work? They talk about Coke and clean out a car engine, but yeah, we can drink it. I mean, that just shows how strong our stomach acids are, I guess, that handle it.
Yeah, and it cleans off battery acid.
Yeah. I mean, those Blazing Wings are so damn hot. Yeah, they were hot. It's like when I did the Blazing Wings challenge, the key was not stopping. Because once you stop, it would sit in and you start feeling the burn. So it's just grab one, do it, grab one, do it. The worst was actually more the drumsticks than the other part, the flat. Because a flat, you can put it in and you just suck the meat right off, pull the bone out, right? But a drumstick, you got to work on it and turn it around and all that kind of stuff. And it's a little bit more fattier, so you got a little more chewing in there. So
that's what I was thinking about that beer is like just down the whole thing and then be done with it. And then your ass will be on fire. But you may not be able to, though. You may not be able to.
You might not be able to because it's so hot and everything. Yeah, it doesn't.
It might be one of those deals, like you said, you just guzzle it and then all of a sudden it comes right back up.
Let me see. It doesn't say anything about not chugging it.
Does it say anything about having to keep it in for 10 minutes?
No, I think you have to finish it within 10 minutes. It's the only thing it says here.
So you could chug it and throw up and you'd be okay?
I guess after, like, excuse me, I go to the bathroom right now, right? It's like.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Give me 5 gallons of milk on top of it.
Yeah, you're going to need some milk or something, probably. That is interesting, but you got to have fun with beer.
I can see the infomercial for that. Act now, and we'll throw in a Pacquiao chip on top of it.
Yeah. Tremaine says, I want to steal Greg's fridge rod. So many good beers. Let's see what's in the fridge. Let's see what's in the fridge today. Hey, guys. Let's see what's in the fridge today. Yeah. I was thinking, I haven't done a video in a while. I was thinking of doing a video of the beers I got in the cellar right now. Let's just share with everybody what I got in there because I got a good amount of beers on there now, so I haven't done it in a bit. Maybe I'll do one this weekend. Blazing Wings are 350,000 Scoville units. Well, maybe I can do the beer. Maybe the beer challenge isn't as bad as what I'm thinking it is. And if it's only 400,000 Scoville, and if the Blazing were 350, which I've done, and I've done that under 6 minutes, maybe I can do that.
It.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Yeah. It's just getting to Fredericksburg to do the challenge. trying to think if I know anybody down in that Virginia area. I'm like, hey, go by this brewery, see if you can do this challenge. Get like DJ or somebody from DJ's Brew Tube that's down in that area. Tell Todd and Andy, hey, you guys should go over to Virginia and do this challenge since you're in Maryland. They may do that. They may drive over there knowing those guys. Yeah, I wonder how many people.
That would be a good video anyway.
Yeah, oh, it'll definitely be a good video. And maybe I will let them know about it because they're pretty close. And Fredericksburg's not too far from where they're at in Maryland that they could definitely pop over and check that out. Let's see, where we at 11:10 here. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and get this baby wrapped down tonight. And yeah, so we do. I go to work tomorrow, but I feel like we can go longer. But at the same point, we probably shouldn't because we do have to work, and it's just like when people call and ask me questions, I probably should know the answer to them. And now I'll be like, stop yelling into my phone, sir.
Yeah. You're talking way too loud. What are you rambling on so early for?
Yeah, especially if it's like your manager or something. You need to calm down.
Simmer down.
This is your manager. Excuse me? Like, you're too damn loud. Bring it down a notch. Care if my manager or not. You're too loud right now. Send me home. Oops, I'm already home. You can't send me home because I'm already home.
That's right.
But no, thanks for everybody that tuned in. Always a great time on Thursday night hanging out with you guys. Again, if you're new to the channel, you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the alarm bell so you're notified every Thursday night, 8:45 Eastern. Kind of kick it off. This gives us a great time to have a nice live stream. During the other parts of the week, we may do stuff here and there. Last Saturday night, we did a questions game that people liked as well, so we may do that at the time again. We can get Shannon back on here and more beer reviews upcoming. If there's beers you guys want me to check out, always feel free to leave a comment on those as well. If there's other things you want to discuss, let me know there. Always looking to see what you guys are drinking. If you're interested in the stuff happening on the channel, I'm going to be adding some more things into the membership program. You can be a member on the channel now as well. There's also things like the applause, stuff like that, and everything like that in the descriptions. So all different types of things happening here. Always appreciate all you guys. You guys make it fun. Like Joe said for his channel, you guys make it worth doing this every week or these videos I put up. And look forward to sharing more of this with you guys as well. Joe D, good hearing from you as well. And again, if you don't have Joe D down, pick him up because I think Joe D tomorrow will be doing a special Share a Beer show. I don't know if you're doing one tomorrow and Saturday, but you guys got to catch up with Joe because Joe's all fun on his channel and some other beer drinking. Yeah, great entertainment. And of course, you get bummed with the Malt Liquor Report, which is always freaking awesome as well with the Malt Liquor guys, so you can see what they're actually doing. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get this baby signed off. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Y'all have a great Thursday, a better Friday, and a great weekend. And hopefully, if you're like me, you're off on Monday, so you can make it a 3-day weekend, which would be freaking awesome. Cheers, everybody.